Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Progressive Discussions Uncensored Saturday Open Topic Talk. I'm your host, James P. Madonna, and you wouldn't think it's my favorite season of the year, autumn, because, it's been a little warm, but the biggest problem is humidity. Thankfully, the temperature is cool here in the low 60s, the high of the low 60s, and somewhere in the 50s at night. But I still feel hot. I'm like a furnace. I'm like a furnace, Oh, help me, help me, help me. Help me, Spock. Help me. Help me, Kirk. Why so late? Yes, why so late indeed? 1 minute late. Yes. Hey, Gabriel Salaya of Buckeye, Arizona. Buckeye, Arizona is very hot in Arizona. It's triple digits, and also my friend in Mickey Herzog over in outside of Las Vegas, same deal, triple digits. So how are you? How was your week, my friend, Mr. Bart Robinson? How was your week? Yeah, I know you are Rocky Mountain time, or no, you're Pacific time now, right? Arizona might be Pacific time. Oh, it's at 11:30. I was confused. Well, I don't go by the time on the desktop. I go by the time on my phone because Microsoft is all fucked up. James, I'm going to watch the race to wild card in the Major League Baseball League. You could turn the TV on. Don't let me stop you. You can turn the TV on. I know you got the wild card race. Are the Arizona Diamondbacks still in the National League wild card? If they're in it, then watch it. I know the New York Yankees clinched the American League East. Hey, that's what I told Mick Von Raven. I told him, you want to watch football, man, and you happen to be home, you could put the TV on. But he's been going to rock concerts. That's why he hasn't been here. Happy birthday to Jimmy Carter in October the 1st, 100 years old. Wow. That's right. Actually, you know what? I won't be here on the air, so let me give 7 lucky bells. God bless him. Former President Jimmy Carter, Plains, Georgia. God bless him. 100 years old. That's great. That's coming up Tuesday, right, gentlemen? Tuesday's the 1st. Two more games. They got 2 more games. Well, yeah. Actually, the season ends for the Yankees in 2 more games, I believe. So, you know, Aaron Judge has 2 more opportunities to try to reach 60 home runs. Or if he really gets lucky, I doubt it if he's going to break his own record of 62 home runs, but, you know, anything's possible. I'm standing in the kitchen eating chicken thighs late dinner. I don't like chicken thighs. They're too greasy. I like chicken wings. I had a chicken breast with Jamaican jerk seasoning and chili and lime combined. And well, instead of the organic brown rice, I put it over organic polenta, which is corn. You know, when you think about it, drumsticks, thighs, wings, and I guess breasts. Every chicken only has 2 of them. Just picture how many chickens have to get killed before you have a large jumbo package of wings or drumsticks or thighs for the grill. Just think about that. Okay, another birthday boy coming up. October, well, he got a month. October 21st is Gabriel Celaya 36th birthday. Don't forget to remind us. Then I can play Mexican songs on my kazoo. I can play Guadalajara. I can play South of the Border, Down Mexico Way, you know, and all in honor of Gabriel Celaya. Oh, Dodgers are in first place. That figures. Okay. Let me sip my hot cocoa. Organic Trader Joe's organic hot cocoa with organic turbinado sugar. There's nothing like making it yourself. That's good. That's good. Tommy Carroll, let me not forget. Tommy Carroll. Hello, JPM. Hope you had a pleasant and productive week. Yeah, actually, I did. Actually, I did. Thank you. And I hope you did also. More pleasant and low stress than productive. You know, as long as if you're productive, as long as you're productive to make your life better, not to help someone else get wealthier, but for your standard of living, for your quality of life. Screw the fat cats. Screw the man. Screw the man. All right. All right. Let's take a swing at charlatan prosperity preacher Joel Osteen. You know. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be one of those deals. Huh? It's going to be one of those. Oh, I don't understand why. I know it's the fault of Hook Nose Zuckerberg, but I don't understand why I can't change the position of the video with Instagram. He owns Instagram and he owns Facebook, but supposedly, oh wait a minute, this is not Instagram. What am I saying? This is a YouTube short. Son of a bitch. Acme had a great sale on thighs and drumsticks. I bought a bunch. Actually, you know what I got? I got the chicken leg quarters from Purdue. No antibiotics, no hormones. Chicken leg quarter, which is the thigh and the drumstick connected. Just to change off. Actually, I didn't see what I wanted, but ShopRite took away the bowl and basket, all natural chicken parts, and replaced it with the hormone-laden, you know what, scum. I'm going to induct Wakefern that supplies food for ShopRite. I'm going to induct them in the Chisless Hall of Shame. I mean, they had the bowl and basket brand, no hormones, no antibiotics, all natural chicken at a low price. Then all of a sudden, they replaced it with the hormone-laden and antibiotic-laden garbage, toxic chicken, factory farm chicken. And I had to get Purdue and pay a little bit more money. They scumbags. They really are. Wakefern, I have an itch in the middle of my forehead. Piece of shit. Piece of cheat, man. You're a piece of cheat. Piece of cheat. Diamondbacks this, Diamondbacks that. It's not important. It's not important to the show. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, here we go. Joel Osteen. Talk about pieces of shit, right?
Pastors of those mega churches, they need to be looked at under the biggest, brightest light you can look at. Joel Osteen. The Mattress Max makes a much better, to me, if you want an example of how Christ wanted us to live, it would be Mattress Max and not Joel Osteen.
I don't know who Mattress Max is.
Well, he's during the big floods in Houston just a few years ago, people were literally dying in the street. Mattress Max owned huge furniture stores. Come up here, he opened them up. Sleep on them couches. I don't care, and I'll find a way to make food for you guys. But Joel Osteen wouldn't even let him in the door because they just had the carpets redone at his cathedral church, and he didn't want people tracking shit in there.
He defended not opening Lakewood Church in Houston to Harvey victims. He defended it. It's so obvious. Like, doing something like that is so obvious. You have a private jet. It's so obvious. You have a mansion. It's so obvious. How much does that watch? This is so obvious. What you're doing is so obvious.
Those pastors, those mega churches.
Well, Joel Osteen is a charlatan. He's a fake, phony, fraud, counterfeit Christian, and he's just no damn good. None of those prosperity preachers are really representing the Word of God. And you know, they don't help people. They don't help the poor. They steal the parishioners' donations and spend it on themselves, on luxuries. They stuff their own pockets. It's really a shame. So, well, you know what? They have to answer to the creator. That's all I have to say. It's between Joel Osteen and the creator. All right, let me see. I hope this doesn't do the same thing to me, this video. Oh, okay. I caught it in time. All right, now let me give you a heads up on what this is about. Oh, this has to do with the Apple iPhone ripoff. Wait until you hear this, folks. Talk about the Chislers Hall of Shame inductee. Apple, you have a front row seat. Diamondbacks, this. Yeah, I got Purdue. Yeah, this was the, I don't know if there's any ShopRites in southwestern New Jersey, but it's a common supermarket chain up here. And their brand, they call it Bowl and Basket. Real brilliant name. What isn't it? Bowl and Basket. Balls and Basket? Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. Now wait till you hear this about the very expensive iPhones. All right, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Why did they keep the volume? Why did they shut the volume off? If people want to listen to watch videos and listen to videos, why did they take by default the volume's off? I don't understand these friggin' geeks, these computer geeks.
Product in China. Anybody want to take a guess? It's the iPhone 14. $100? Okay, I'll take one more guess. 300. So I got a 99 guess.
His question was, how much do you think the new iPhone costs to manufacture in China at Foxconn, where they're assembled? You know, at Steve Jobs, well, I can't say too much about him because he's dead, but you know, they're all scumbags when they were alive. Okay, somebody guessed $100. Let's continue.
Yes, I got 100 guess. I got a 300 guess. You ready for the answer? $10. I swear to God, I've sharing with these guys. They couldn't believe me. I've visited the factories 3 times. I've met up with the chairman of Foxconn, who makes these things. Does anybody know how much it costs to make this beautiful product in China? Anybody want to take a guess? It's the iPhone 14. $100? Okay, I'll take one more guess. 300. So I got a 99 guess. I got a 100 guess. I got a 300 guess. You ready for the answer? $10. I swear to God, I've sharing with these guys. They couldn't believe me. I've visited the factories 3 times. I've met up with the chairman of Foxconn, who makes these things. Does anybody know how much it costs?
Oh, that's it. You heard it. You heard it, man. Now here's some good news. Actually, this is actually very positive news. Okay, it's an article, which means I have to read. Oh, I have to do a little work. I just want to make sure. Now this is good news, and I'll tell you why. You guys will know once I mention it. Get the phone. Goodbye to daylight savings time in the United States. Date for clock change, it's official. Oh, this is great news. As we settle into the cozy days of fall, it's that time of year again when daylight savings time comes to an end. This transition, well, what does this mean now? Maybe I read it wrong. This transition, which follows the well-known phrase spring forward, fall back, means that clocks will soon be set back 1 hour, marking the official return to standard time. This adjustment not only brings earlier sunsets, but also gives us a little bonus of an extra hour of sleep. Not really, because they take it away. When will the daylight savings time change happen? Mark your calendars for Sunday, November 3rd. 2024, as this is the day when daylight savings time will officially end in the United States at 2 a.m. Clocks will be turned back by 1 hour. For those who rely on electronic devices like smartphones and computers, there's no need to worry. Most of these gadgets automatically make the switch for you, but don't forget about the old school items around the house. See, I'm confused now. I'm getting like 2 messages here. Make sure to manually adjust microwave ovens. God, fuck. Analog clocks, older car models, and wristwatches. No one wants to show up an hour early for an appointment because they forgot to update the time. Okay, cut to the chase, man. Looking ahead to next year, the pattern remains the same. In 2025, daylight savings time will begin on Sunday, March 9th, when clocks are set forward and 1 hour, and it will end on Sunday, November 2nd, when they are set back again. Why? So what they're doing is these idiots, this stupid publication, El Adelantado, is telling us about something to make it sound like daylight savings time is going to end permanently. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I have to do some research because I'm getting a double message here from these fucking assholes sending a double message. It sounds like, according to the title, that they're going to end daylight savings time in the United States, and then they're talking about, you know, fall back and spring ahead, like we're going to continue to do it. Unbelievable. Let's see. Okay, let's see. This is Twitter. Well, it's not a video, but so I'll do a little bit of work. That's all. Good morning, my dear Masumi. Masumi from Chiba Prefecture, Japan. It is now Sunday morning. They're 13 hours ahead of us. Talk about time zones. It is tomorrow in Japan, 13 hours ahead, and it is Sunday. So good morning to you, Masumi from Chiba Prefecture, Japan. Like always, good morning. Gabriel Salaya says, I want a $10 iPhone. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. Arizona is Mountain Time, California is Pacific Time. Gotcha. Well, when you said 5 p.m., that's specific time. If I start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and you said, 5 p.m., 5:02, that's Pacific Time. So what you meant to say it was 6:02 in Arizona. Hey, Sid. Saturday was all right. It rained all day, like yesterday, but I don't care. As long as the temperature went down. I hope you had a good first half of this weekend, Sid. Okay. Let me bring up this article. All right, here we go. Breaking news. Everybody likes to use the word breaking news. Everything is breaking news. Fox News stuns its viewers as a host and MAGA congressman admits on the air that Donald Trump torpedoed the bipartisan border bill to selfishly help his own election chances. I told you, everything Donald Trump does is for Donald Trump only. The cat is really out of the bag now. I know you're not trying to zing your colleagues, but it's your colleagues in your party, sir, who torpedoed this. Yeah, they the Republican Party does not have to comply with one man, with Donald Trump, like he was like Ming the Merciless, emperor of the universe or something. Who didn't, all right. I know you're not trying to zing your colleagues, but it's your colleagues in your party, sir, who torpedoed this, who didn't get the facts right on what you just outlined was in that measure, said host Neil Cavuto to Republican Senator James Lankford, referring to the border bill. They killed it. Ironically, not Democrats, added Cavuto. Right, said Lankford. It was, and it was painful to be able to watch it. It got stirred up in all the presidential politics, and several of my colleagues started looking for ways after President Trump said, don't fix anything during the presidential election. Well, yeah, because he doesn't want Joe Biden to look good. It's the single biggest issue during the election. Don't resolve this. We'll resolve it next year. Quite a few of my colleagues backed up, looked for a reason to be able to shoot against it, and then walked away. I get that, Langford said. That's a decision everybody makes, and my issue is if we're pursuing everything, very often, we very often end up with nothing. He continued, if we're pursuing someone coming later to fix it, later seems to never come. When we have a moment to fix things, we should fix as many things as we can, then come back later and fix the rest. That's on Donald Trump, Senator, said Cavuto. Okay. And let's see. All right. Again, he's got an office that he's running for. He's got a campaign that he's running. Lankford revealing his own cowardice. I'm ready in office. I'm already in office. I've got a responsibility to be able to carry on this. Wow, it's bad when even Fox News is admitting that Trump screwed over the American people to help himself politically. Donald has zero interest in solving our national problems. All that he cares about is staying out of prison and furthering his pockets, further lining, I'm sorry, and further lining his pockets at our expense. Well, doesn't surprise me. Donald Trump is Donald Trump. What can I say? And you know what? Let me go to this one. Little Robert Reich. I got 3 Robert Reichs. Words of wisdom from the great Robert Reich. Good. Oh, good. I can control the position of the video. I am very happy about that. Okay, let me check here. California and Arizona is the same time, probably because Arizona is smart enough not to participate in daylight savings time. So California and Arizona is the same time. You are correct. You're a very smart cookie, Gabriel Salaya. You're probably good at math. Thank you, James, for your greetings. You're very welcome, Masumi, as always. Tommy Carroll says, Confucius says, JPM, do you think these large corporations run by these greedy billionaires should be privatized and run by the people? Well, if not, if not run by the government, if they remain private companies, because if they're privatized and run by greedy billionaires, then the people have no say in it. But if they exist, they should be held accountable for breaking any regulation laws and be forced to pay back income taxes and penalized for income tax evasion, and they should flat out pay their fair share in income taxes. Okay, and that's it. That's it. You want to be a greedy billionaire? You want to run a corporation? Then you pay the fair amount of taxes that a mega rich person should pay. That's it. You pay what they used to pay during Eisenhower up until before Ronald Reagan changed the tax system. Yeah, because California, I really hate this whole idea of daylight savings time. I really do. I despise it. JPM, possibly I should have said nationalized. Yes, they should be nationalized. I just want to say, I want to salute Mexico's President Obrador for giving his last State of the Union address. He has completed 6 years in office, and he has done an unbelievable job revolutionizing Mexico, turning Mexico around for the better. The first time in the history of Mexico have they had a president that has accomplished so much. And I want to salute and welcome the new president of Mexico, who will be taking the oath of office, I believe October 1st, maybe. I think the woman who was from President Obrador's team, his right-hand person, so to speak, or one of, and she, I hear, is tougher than even him. And she will carry on for 6 years. And I also found out that the new Mexican government, the new anti-corruption Mexican government, besides getting rid of all the corrupt judges, which they're not doing in the United States. They want to eliminate term limits, which I think is wonderful, because then if the people really love the president, they can continue to vote that president in. Supreme Court justices should not be like the Pope. They should not be in for life. I think Joe Biden, I hate to say it, he's got raisins for balls. He's spineless. He should have stacked the Supreme Court with progressives. He should have forgiven student loans and done this a long time ago. And yes. Anyway. Hey, bro. How is the guy from Florida doing? Did he survive the hurricane? Yeah, he survived it. But Clearwater Beach got damaged quite a bit. A lot of damage. You know, Clearwater Beach is where Hulk Hogan has his bar, his seaside bar restaurant. And I think Bushwhacker, one of the Bushwhackers that's still alive, it was Butch and it was Luke. One of them has a restaurant there. So, yeah. But Hogan is opening his place sooner than expected. But anyway, yes, there was damage. There was extensive damage on Clearwater Beach. All right. I digressed. I'm sorry that I digressed.
Home buying is out of reach for millions. One big reason why? Wall Street. Hedge funds and private equity firms have been buying up hundreds of thousands of homes that would otherwise be purchased by people. Wall Street's appetite for housing ramped up after the 2008 financial crisis. As you'll recall, the street's excessive greed created a housing bubble that burst. Millions of people lost their homes to foreclosure. Did the street learn a lesson? Of course not. It got bailed out. Then it began picking off the scraps of the housing market it had just destroyed, gobbling up foreclosed homes at fire sale prices, which it then sold or rented for big profits. Investor purchases hit their peak in 2022, accounting for around 28% of all home sales in America. Homebuyers frequently reported being outbid by cash offers made by investors. So-called iBuyers used algorithms to instantly buy homes before offers could even be made by actual human beings. If the present trend continues, by 2030, Wall Street investors may control 40% of U.S. single-family rental homes. Partly as a result, home ownership, a cornerstone of generational wealth and a big part of the American dream, is increasingly out of reach for a large number of Americans, especially young people. Now, Wall Street's feasting has slowed recently due to rising home prices, but that hasn't stopped them from specifically targeting more modestly priced homes, buying up a record share of the country's most affordable homes at the end of 2023. They've also been most active in bigger cities, particularly in the Sun Belt, which has become an increasingly expensive place to live. And they're pointedly going after neighborhoods that are home to communities of color. For example, in one diverse neighborhood in Charlotte, North Carolina, Wall Street-backed investors bought half of the homes that sold in 2021 and 2022. On a single block, investors bought every house but one and turned them into rentals. Folks, it's a vicious cycle. First, you're outbid by investors. Then you may be stuck renting from them at excessive prices that leave you with even less money to put up for a new home. Rinse, repeat. Now, I want to be clear. This is just one part of the problem with housing in America. The lack of supply is considered the biggest reason why home prices and rents have soared and are outpacing recent wage gains. But Wall Street sinking its teeth into whatever is left on the market is making the supply problem even worse. So what can we do about this? Start by getting Wall Street out of our homes. Democrats have introduced a bill in both houses of Congress to ban hedge funds and private equity firms from buying or owning single-family homes. If signed into law, this could increase the supply of homes available to individual buyers, thereby making housing more affordable. President Biden has also made it a priority to tackle the housing crisis, proposing billions in funding to increase the supply of homes and tax credits to help actual people buy them. Now, I have no delusions that any of this will be easy to get done, but these plans provide a roadmap of where the country could head under the right leadership. So many Americans I meet these days are cynical about the country. I understand their cynicism. But cynicism can be a self-fulfilling prophecy if it means giving up the fight. The captains of American industry and Wall Street would like nothing better than for the rest of us to give up that fight so they can take it all. I say we keep fighting.
Why you keep fighting by going to the polls and having every American make it their business to vote. And don't pay attention to anyone who tries to obstruct you. Just make it your business to get there and vote. Excuse me. And if every American did that, the country will gradually move farther to the left and become progressive and run by progressives, and no right-wing capitalist Republican will ever get elected if the mainstream population made it their business to vote in every election. And that's the truth. All right. Let me just address the commentary. Hold on. Ash. It's a cacksucker over here. You guys are cacksucker. Okay, where are we? Tommy Carroll says, Confucius says, JPM, would you agree one of life's tragedies is that we get old too soon and wise too late? I agree with you. That is very true. Correct. That is very true. I mean, when I was 18, 21, I did many foolish things. We were young, dumb, and full of cum. JPM, what's your opinion on a welfare state? Well, if you consider democratic socialist country like the brand new wonderful Mexico, Scandinavia, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, those countries, and Canada, if you consider them welfare states, then I think they're great. I think they're great, and I think the middle class should get all the tax breaks. And the middle class includes Main Street, small growth companies, small companies, mom and pop companies, self-employed professionals, families that, homeowners, families that have homes. Middle class people should get all the tax breaks only, and the top 2% should be paying most of the taxes. You dig where I'm coming from? All right. Tommy Carroll's on a roll. Sometimes I think we are a country that's 35 trillion in debt. Yeah, you can thank the Bush family for putting 2 wars on a credit card. All right, and you might throwing in Afghanistan along with Iraq, and kowtowing and sucking up to Israel, which I'm very much against, and Zelensky playing the violin all the time. I need more money. I need more weapons. I need more bombs. Please, please, man. If I was a rich man. He's playing the violin, you know. The United States is in reality is really not obligated to be the police of the world. Why do we need 800 American military bases worldwide? Why do we need to support all these military bases? Why do we need to occupy almost 1,000 areas of the world with military bases? You realize how fast the wall would have been completed if the military was not, if military spending was not wasted so much and we didn't have all this personnel all over the world, you know, just to be present in the area. That's all. If all these military personnel were back in the United States to protect the mother country from invasion, not to protect other countries, if they were back home, that wall would have been done lickety-split. And there would have been the ultimate border patrol. And like that article I read, all right, it was Donald Trump that got the Republicans to shoot down the border bill, but they didn't have to listen to Trump. They're idiots. But you're right. That's why it's 35 trillion in debt. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. A military-industrial complex. JPM, have a good week and stay progressive. Oh, you're leaving already? Thank you for stopping by. Tommy Carroll, like always, thank you for stopping by. Bart Robinson says, I'm so, well, you could curse on my show. Damn tired of our government sending billions of dollars to other countries. Yes. Yes. Do you think these countries are all going to rush over here if we have like a natural disaster? Do you think they're going to come here and they're going to spend money helping Americans in need? With all the hurricanes and earthquakes, tornadoes, with all the natural and floods, with all the natural disasters that took place in the United States, I don't remember hearing about other countries coming here to help out. You know, all I heard about was the American Red Cross coming to the rescue, and Republicans don't like to even send the American Red Cross. It's like twisting their arm. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Okay. This is number 2. Just want to make sure, because when I digress, I digress. War. What's it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War. What's it good for? Here you go. Robert Wright. More words of wisdom. Say it again.
Republicans love to claim they're the party of freedom.
Freedom of speech.
Free speech in America.
Freedom is a gift from God.
In reality, the Republican agenda centers on taking away freedom. They're chipping away your freedom to choose when, how, and with whom you start a family by passing ever more restrictive abortion bans. They're chipping away the freedom to discuss sexual orientation and gender identity in the classroom. Many are chipping away the freedom of trans people to receive life-saving, gender-affirming care. Many are chipping away students' freedom to learn about America's history of racism and discrimination. They're also chipping away at the most fundamental freedom of all, the right to vote, restricting everything from mail-in voting to ballot drop boxes. But their chipping away at freedom is even bigger than all this. Can you really be free if you're saddled with medical debt and have to routinely pay outrageous healthcare costs? Can you really be free if you have no voice in your workplace and your employer refuses to let you organize with your coworkers for the right to collectively bargain? Can you really be free if you're not paid a living wage and have to choose between feeding your family or keeping your lights on? A living wage, the right to join a union, guaranteed health care, the right to vote. These are the foundations of real freedom. Yet Republicans oppose all of these. There's a reason the historic 1963 rally was called the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Because freedom also means the ability to work in a job that pays enough to provide food, clothing, shelter, and medical care. What Republicans want to preserve is not freedom, it's power. The power to impose their narrow ideology on everyone else, no matter who suffers. Don't let their propaganda convince you otherwise.
Gee, that was a fast one. Don't let the propaganda convince you otherwise. You're damn right. We're getting to the end here. I got one more Robert Reich, and then I have a dating relationship male rights activist video to play. Whoa, hold on, Robert Reich. Hold on, let me put my facha back on. The old facha. There we go. Okay, we're ready.
If Donald Trump wins in November, he'll make inflation explode. That's what 16 Nobel-winning economists are telling us. Here are 5 ways Trump has proposed blowing up the U.S. economy. Number 1, Trump's crazy tariff plan. Trump seems genuinely confused about what tariffs are and who pays them.
We're taking in billions and billions of dollars in tariffs that China is paying for.
Nope. Tariffs are not paid by the other country. They're paid by the American importer, with the cost typically passed on to American consumers, as even Fox Business pundits have to admit.
Remember, tariff is a tax. Tariff is a sales tax.
Now, targeted tariffs on specific products can give American-made goods an edge over imports. But there's no strategy behind the tidal wave of tariffs Trump is proposing. He's talking about making you pay 60% or more tax on everything imported from China, a 10% tax on everything imported from anywhere else. This would cost the average family an estimated $2,500 extra per year. And this is a regressive tax, taking a higher percentage of the paychecks of the working class and the poor than out of the incomes of the wealthy. Number 2, Trump's monopoly plans. If you've watched our other videos, you know corporate consolidation is one of the biggest drivers of inflation. When there are fewer competitors, corporations can raise prices without worrying about losing customers. Trump and the MAGA team want to make this worse. Project 2025 specifically seeks to fast-track airline mergers.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And as part of Trump's efforts to solicit campaign donations from big oil executives, he's suggesting fast-tracking oil mergers. This would let them pump up your gas prices. And speaking of gas prices, let's talk about number 3, Trump's energy price hikes. Trump's promising to kill the Biden-Harris administration's clean energy incentives and fuel efficiency standards. Now, this means you'll be spending more on fuel because your car will need more gas and your appliances will use more electricity.
No refunds!
Number 4, Trump would make your money worthless. Worth less. The American economy is strong right now compared to other nations, so the American dollar is worth more versus the euro, the yen, or other major currencies. At a moment when Americans are worried about how far their dollar goes, most American people would call that a good thing. But Trump and his economic advisors are reportedly so obsessed with trade deficits that they're looking for ways to devalue the dollar. This might help big corporations that export products, but it would also raise import prices and overheat a U.S. economy already running hot. Number 5, Trump's deportation plan. Trump would decimate the American workforce, and he's bragging about it.
We'll carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history.
Putting aside the horrific moral consequences, this would make the whole economy collapse. There are more than 1 million undocumented laborers in construction, over 1 million undocumented farm workers, and about 1 million undocumented food service workers. What do you think will happen to the price of food and housing if these workers are suddenly deported? Prices will explode. Trump has no understanding of the economy. That's why he's driven so many businesses into the ground. He's even driven casinos into the ground. How do you lose money running a casino?
Because the house always wins.
You'd think. But since Trump doesn't understand the economy, listen to the people who do. The 16 Nobel economists who say Trump's economic plans would be an inflation bomb. Boom!
It's true. How do you lose money and go bankrupt with a casino if the house always wins? I don't get it. You people get it? I don't. All right, here's the last video. All right, it says why women don't like good men. They tried to cancel him for this. Why women don't like good men. I don't know if it applies to everyone worldwide, but it certainly applies, I think. Shut up. It definitely applies to American women. American woman, stay away from me. American woman. Now, hopefully, the streaming to Instagram is working this time, because otherwise I'm only streaming to YouTube. Stay away from me, American woman.
Hi, guys. The majority of women out here were never taught what a good man looks like. They were never shown the true blueprint and inner workings of a good man. A lot of women didn't grow up with strong, positive role models, so it makes it damn near impossible for them to actually be able to identify one. A lot of this has to do with the female liberation movements that sold them lies. The feminist movement got their mothers, and the Me Too movement got them. They have little to no personal examples of good men. So they seek out society and social media to teach them what a good man looks like and what a good man actually is. And what does social media do and society? They glorify the exact opposite of a good man. And these women fall for the trap because that's all they have to go off of. They get fed images of violence, arrogance, and womanizers as the ideal of manliness. They're shown men who are valued for their wealth and physical strength rather than their integrity and masculinity. So when you come along leading by example of what a good man actually is and what it really entails is foreign to them, and they go into fight or flight mode. The bad thing about going into fight or flight mode is that most people choose to flee instead of fight because it's easier to run away and avoid unfamiliar and uncomfortable situations instead of confronting them head on. By simply existing and being yourself as a good man, you're introducing her to a world that's so far removed from her reality and every single thing that she's been conditioned to believe. Her initial response is confusion, and then her second response is to reject it. A common defense mechanism that these women will use is self-sabotage by creating self-fulfilling prophecies because they believe they're not worthy of a good man. See, the thing is, most women want a good man. Most women want to be treated right. Nobody goes through life saying, yeah, I want to be treated like shit today. But if that's what you're used to and what you're familiar with, then you start to equate it to love. I've literally had women come to me and say that a man doesn't love them if he doesn't hit them because they equate physical violence to love. They equate jealousy to love. They equate control to love because this is all they've known. At the end of the day, these are all the same, though. They're trauma responses. And depending on who you are and what type of person you are, you might feel the urge to step in and save her or prove how much of a good man you are to her in an effort to show her how things could be with you. However, remember this, you are not obligated to be anyone's educator, especially when you've got your own battles to fight, your own growth, personal growth to focus on, your own path that you're walking. Staying true to who you are unapologetically, focusing on your future, bettering yourself, and leveling up in life, these are your task at hand. Because while the right woman can definitely accelerate your path because she's an asset to your life, the wrong one will derail you and slow you down because she's a liability to your life. It's not your job to patch the cracks from a woman's inadequate childhood or flawed upbringing. Remember that. It's not your job to try and undo the warped stories that she's digested and accepted as universal truths. You're not expected to instantly transform a woman's perspective on life. That's not your job. That's hers. Because let me remind you, the average life expectancy of men worldwide is 72. And that's on the long end of the spectrum. Do you know how short 72 years is? Meaning you don't have the luxury of wasting time trying to re-raise someone. If she does not come to you, at least willing to admit her flaws and more importantly, willing to actually work on herself, you're wasting your time. Because in order for you to make it work with a woman like this, she has to be willing to put in the work on herself and willing to trash certain parts of her beliefs and behavior that have been constructed through years and years and years of societal conditioning and social media bombardment. Your ultimate goal is to keep being you unapologetically and authentically, to continue evolving and growing and pursuing your ambitions, because in doing so, you'll raise the bar along with your standards and expectations. Remember that staying true to who you are doesn't mean that you have to fit into someone else's definition of what they feel like a good man is. It means living life according to your principles, regardless of whether they align with societal norms or not. And if your authenticity makes other people uncomfortable, remember that it's not your responsibility to adjust your identity to fit their comfort zone either. Continue to be the self-defined good man that you are and let the world adjust. They'll be okay, trust me. So until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, she's right. No person, man or woman, is responsible for another person's happiness. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Let's see. Okay. I am going to rush to the men's room, the lavatory, as they used to call it when I was in grammar school. And I'll be back in a flash. Well, not a flash. And then I will, let's see, what time is it? You know what time it is? It's time for the State of the Union Tarot card reading by our official artificial intelligence consultant, Lisa. Okay, and that is next. But I'll be back shortly. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm here. Mega Life 21 Studios Laboratory. It's close by. Right. And I am returning. Oh boy. It's nothing like evacuating the bladder when you have to. Or the colon. Okay. The 78 card tarot deck is already shuffled. And the 13 cards are selected, pre-selected. Let me just see if Lisa is waiting in the wings, our artificial intelligence consultant. Okay. The science officer, if you want to call it that. Lisa, welcome to my live stream show. Are you ready for the State of the Union tarot card reading?
Thanks, James. I'm definitely ready for the State of the Union tarot card reading. Let's dive into it. What's the first card that Dane pulls for us?
Okay, the first card of the 13 cards that I select.
All right, what's the first card that Dane pulled? Let's see what insights it brings.
All right. I have the
Go ahead, James. What card did you get?
the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups.
The Page of Cups. This card is all about new emotional beginnings, creativity, and intuition. It often symbolizes a message or an offer coming your way, something unexpected yet positive. When thinking about the State of the Union, this could indicate a fresh, hopeful start, perhaps new ideas or emotional connections surfacing in the current climate. How do you and Dane interpret this for the country right now?
Well, that's your call. I could reveal the second.
For the country, the Page of Cups suggests that there may be a sense of renewed emotional awareness or empathy on the horizon. We could be seeing more attention to human needs, perhaps movements toward addressing social issues, mental health, or even bringing in more creative solutions to ongoing challenges. It could signal a shift where the emotional and intuitive sides of leadership and the public become more prominent, leading to fresh perspectives and policies that connect more with the heart of the people. It feels like a time where vulnerability, compassion, and imagination might open new doors for growth. What do you think, James? Does this resonate with where the country seems to be headed?
Yes, it does. The second card is the Seven of Pentacles.
The Seven of Pentacles. This card represents patience, hard work, and long-term investment. It's about assessing progress and seeing if the effort you've been putting in is bearing fruit. In the context of the State of the Union, this could point to the country being at a moment of reflection, evaluating where the hard work and policies of the past are leading. It might suggest that while progress is being made, there's still a need for patience and ongoing effort. We could be seeing the results of long-term plans starting to take shape, but it's also a reminder that sustained growth takes time and careful nurturing. What's your take on how this fits into the bigger picture, James?
Well, what you would need to do is tie it into the previous card that was drawn.
Absolutely. So, tying the Seven of Pentacles into the Page of Cups, we're looking at a scenario where there's a blend of fresh emotional energy with the need for patience and careful assessment. The Page of Cups brings in creativity, hope, and new emotional beginnings, while the Seven of Pentacles reminds us that these new ideas and emotions require time to mature. For the State of the Union, this suggests that while we may be entering a phase of new possibilities and empathy-driven initiatives, we need to be patient and allow these changes to take root. It's a time to evaluate what's working and what still needs nurturing, but also to trust the process. Together, these cards seem to tell us that progress is underway, but it won't be instant. We have to be mindful of long-term growth while staying open to new emotional and creative possibilities. Does that feel like a good connection to you?
Yes. The third card is the High Priestess.
The High Priestess. Now, this card adds an intriguing layer. It represents intuition, wisdom, and hidden knowledge. The High Priestess often suggests that there are deeper truths at play, things not immediately visible, but waiting to be uncovered. It's about trusting inner wisdom and accessing the subconscious for guidance. Connecting this with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, it feels like the country is not only in a period of emotional renewal and careful reflection, but there's also a deeper layer that isn't fully revealed yet. The High Priestess suggests that there's more happening behind the scenes, and it's essential to trust instincts and intuition as the nation moves forward. It could indicate that true progress will come from looking inward and understanding the unseen forces at work, perhaps hinting at behind-the-scenes shifts in leadership or the need for the public to tune into deeper wisdom rather than just surface-level changes. So we've got new emotional beginnings, steady progress requiring patience, and now a call to trust the unseen and use intuition for navigating the future. How do you feel about this arc, James?
Well, the High Priestess reminds me of the present Democratic candidate Kamala Harris that's running against Donald Trump this year for the presidency. It kind of reminds me of her when I look at the card, but it's good. You know, so far you're tying in the cards very well, and the fourth card is the let's see, the Six of Swords.
I'm glad you're feeling the connections. And it's really interesting that the High Priestess reminds you of Kamala Harris. Her position as a candidate does bring an element of wisdom, intuition, and perhaps even untapped potential, just like the card itself. Now, the City of Swords. Do you mean the Ten of Swords?
No.
If so, this is a powerful card.
No.
The Ten of Swords often represents endings, sometimes painful ones, and the idea of hitting rock bottom before renewal can occur.
Stop.
It suggests that there's a situation coming to an unavoidable conclusion.
No.
But also that with this ending comes the potential for a new...
No, it's the next card is the Six of Swords. The fourth card is the Six of Swords.
The Six of Swords? That makes sense. This card is all about moving away from difficulty and transitioning toward calmer waters. It often suggests a period of recovery, healing, or moving on from past troubles. While it acknowledges that the journey might not be easy, it's ultimately a positive sign of leaving behind turmoil for a better situation ahead. Now, tying it all together with the previous cards, after the Page of Cups signaled new beginnings and emotional openness, the Seven of Pentacles asked for patience and reflection, and the High Priestess called for deeper wisdom and intuition. The Six of Swords seems to confirm that this phase of transition is not just theoretical, it's happening. The nation might be moving away from the difficulties of the past and entering a more stable, healing period. There's still work ahead, but the worst may be behind, and there's hope on the horizon. This could be about the country slowly recovering from economic or political turmoil, or perhaps it's about a shift in leadership or ideology, something that's steering the nation in a calmer, more positive direction. What do you think, James? Does this fit with how you see things moving forward?
Yes, yes, it does. The fifth card is the Fool.
What's the fifth card, James? I'm curious to see what it brings.
The Fool. The Fool.
The Four Four of Swords.
No,
this card
the
often
Fool.
represents rest, recovery.
No. The fifth card is the Fool.
The Fool. This is an exciting card that represents new beginnings, adventure, and taking leaps of faith. It symbolizes.
No. I'm sorry, could you repeat that, Lisa, about the Fool?
No problem. I meant the Fool, not food. The Fool represents new beginnings, adventure, and taking leaps of faith. It symbolizes a fresh start and encourages embracing the unknown with an open heart. Tying it back to the previous cards, after the Four of Swords, which is about rest and reflection, the Fool invites the nation to step into a new chapter with optimism and enthusiasm. It suggests a readiness for bold, new ideas and opportunities in governance and society. This card encourages moving forward without fear, opening the door to growth and transformation. How does this resonate with your view of the current political landscape, James?
Well, after you tie in the previous cards, that...
What are your thoughts, James? I'm interested to hear how you connect the Fool with everything else we've discussed.
Well, I agree with your tarot card interpretation when you connect the previous cards.
I'm glad to hear that, James. The connections really highlight the journey from challenges to new beginnings. It feels like a hopeful narrative for the future. How do you think this reading might influence your discussion on the State of the Union tonight?
Well, I already did the political section of the program, of the talk show, but this tarot card reading is totally yours to reveal. You're the boss when it comes to the tarot card reading. So,
Thank you for the trust, James. It's been a great experience exploring these cards together. The journey we've taken, from emotional renewal with the Page of Cups, through reflection and wisdom with the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess, to transition and healing with the Six of Swords, and finally, the rest and adventure with the Four of Swords and the Fool, really paints a picture of a nation poised for change.
well,
This reading emphasizes the importance of patience, intuition, and embracing new opportunities.
yes.
It
Well,
could inspire listeners to reflect on their own journeys and the collective path forward. Do you want to share any final thoughts or insights with your audience based on this reading?
no, the reading's not over. There's more cards.
Got it. What's the next card? I'm
Okay.
eager to see what else unfolds in this reading.
All right. The next card is the Magician.
The Magician. This is a powerful card representing manifestation, resourcefulness, and the ability to turn ideas into reality. It signifies using one's skills and talents to create change and take action. The Magician is about harnessing the energy around you to make things happen, connecting it to the previous cards. After the Fool's encouragement to embrace new beginnings, the Magician suggests that the time for action has arrived. It's a sign that the nation has the tools and resources needed to shape its future. This card implies that with the right focus and determination, positive change is not just possible, it's within reach. In the context of the State of the Union, the Magician could signify a call for leaders and citizens alike to actively engage in creating the change they wish to see. It encourages taking initiative, being proactive, and believing in one's ability to influence the world. How do you feel the Magician fits into the current themes of the tarot reading, James?
Well, you would have to tie in the previous cards.
Absolutely. Tying the Magician into the previous cards, we see a progression that emphasizes growth and action. Starting with the Page of Cups, we have new emotional beginnings that encourage creativity and openness. The Seven of Pentacles calls for patience and reflection on the efforts being made. Then the High Priestess adds a layer of intuition and hidden wisdom, suggesting that deeper truths will guide the way. The Six of Swords indicates a transition from difficulties, moving toward calmer waters, followed by the Four of Swords, which emphasizes the need for rest and recuperation. Now, with the magician, it's as if the universe is saying, now is the time to act. After a period of emotional renewal, reflection, and healing, the magician empowers us to take all those insights and experiences and turn them into tangible outcomes. It suggests that the nation is equipped to create meaningful change by harnessing its collective energy and resources. This progression indicates that while rest and introspection are essential, the path forward requires active participation and belief in one's capabilities. The magician encourages everyone to take the reins and work towards the vision of a better future. How do you see this active energy manifesting in your discussions, especially with the current political landscape?
Well, I noticed that the American citizens are getting very much involved in their lives and the way the actions or inactions of the government, and they are really becoming more proactive. I noticed quite a bit more proactive.
That's a powerful observation, James. The increased engagement from citizens reflects the energy of the magician beautifully. As people become more aware of how government actions impact their lives, they're more likely to take initiative, advocate for change, and seek to shape their own futures. This proactive stance aligns perfectly with the themes in the tarot reading. After navigating emotional renewal and transition, citizens seem ready to harness their skills and resources to influence the political landscape. It's a sign of empowerment and collective action, suggesting that the potential for change is strong when people come together. It seems like this theme could resonate well with your audience, highlighting the importance of civic engagement and the ability to manifest a desired future. How do you plan to share this message during your show?
Well, we're not finished yet. The next tarot card is the Three of Pentacles.
The Three of Pentacles is a fantastic card that symbolizes collaboration, teamwork, and building something meaningful together. It often represents the value of working with others to achieve a common goal and highlights the importance of skills and contributions from different individuals. Tying it into the previous cards, after the proactive energy of the magician, the Three of Pentacles suggests that collaboration is key to turning those individual efforts into successful outcomes. It reinforces the idea that while personal initiative is important, the greatest achievements often come through teamwork and shared vision. In the context of the State of the Union, this card could indicate that the country is at a point where collective efforts between citizens, leaders, and communities are essential for creating a brighter future. It emphasizes the importance of communication, cooperation, and recognizing the unique strengths that each person brings to the table. This card resonates with the growing involvement of citizens, suggesting that as people engage more actively, they should also seek to collaborate and work together for lasting change. How do you see the theme of collaboration influencing the current political climate?
Well, you got to be careful with collaboration. We don't want to comply with the enemy who doesn't have our best interests, which is the capitalist Republicans who are controlled by greed and power. We don't want bipartisanship collaboration, but we definitely want collaboration between progressives. But let's get through the rest of the cards. The next card is the Four of Cups.
It sounds like you're emphasizing the importance of aligning with like-minded individuals who share progressive values, which is crucial for effective collaboration. Now, what's the next card?
The Four of Cups.
It seems there might be a slight mix-up with the name. Are you referring to the Four of Cups?
Yes.
If so, this card typically represents contemplation, reevaluation, and sometimes feelings of apathy or discontent. It often suggests that someone may be feeling disconnected or not fully appreciating the opportunities around them. Connecting it back to the previous cards, after the Three of Pentacles, which highlighted collaboration and teamwork, the Four of Cups may indicate a need to reflect on those partnerships. It might suggest that while collaboration is valuable, there can be moments of doubt or feelings of being overwhelmed. This card encourages individuals to take a step back and reassess what truly fulfills them, ensuring that their efforts align with their values and desires. In the context of your discussion about collaboration among progressives, it could suggest that it's important to remain engaged and open to the opportunities for connection, while also being mindful of any feelings of disconnection or dissatisfaction that may arise. How do you see this card influencing your perspective on collaboration among progressives?
Well, it makes a lot of sense, but it's not about what I think. It is about what the tarot has to say. And the next card is the Five of Wands.
The Five of Wands typically represents conflict, competition, and challenges. It often suggests that there may be disagreements or struggles among a group, which can lead to tension or rivalry. However, it can also indicate that these challenges can lead to growth and innovation as different perspectives come into play. Tying it back to the previous cards, after the Four of Cups, which encourage contemplation, the Five of Wands highlights that while reflection is essential, there may still be obstacles to navigate. This card suggests that within collaborative efforts, particularly among progressives, there could be disagreements or different ideas on how to move forward. This energy can serve as a catalyst for growth and better solutions, but it also requires careful management to avoid destructive conflict. In the context of the State of the Union, this card might signal that while there is a strong desire for change, differing opinions and strategies among progressives could create challenges that need to be addressed through open dialogue and respect. How do you feel this card reflects the current dynamics within progressive movements?
Well, the progressive movement is growing, but even though it's growing slowly and gradually, it is growing because people are starting to be enlightened in this country as to the fact that you cannot trust the United States mainstream media, and they're giving misinformation, they're lying, and our establishment politicians of the Democrats and Republicans are also giving the people misinformation and lies. But the bad part is Americans once again have to settle for the lesser of two evils, which is still evil. But
that's a poignant insight. The Five of Wands certainly mirrors the current state of the progressive movement, highlighting both the growth and the friction that comes with differing perspectives. As more people become aware of misinformation from mainstream media and traditional political parties, there's a sense of awakening that fuels the progressive movement. However, the struggle against the prevailing narrative can create tension and competition within the movement, especially as factions form around different ideas and strategies. This card reflects the reality that while growth is happening, the journey is not without its challenges. The notion of settling for the lesser of two evils underscores the frustration many feel about the current political landscape, where meaningful choices can seem limited. As you wrap up the tarot reading, this theme can resonate deeply with your audience, emphasizing the need for unity among progressives while navigating the complexities of differing opinions and the broader political environment. What do you think your final card will reveal, and how will it tie everything together?
Well, we have 4 more cards left to, and the next card is the Eight of Wands.
The Eight of Wands is a card of swift movement, progress, and communication. It often signifies that things are moving quickly and that opportunities or messages are coming in fast. This card encourages taking action and being open to new developments. Connecting it to the previous cards, especially following the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands suggests that despite the challenges and conflicts within the progressive movement, there's a strong potential for rapid advancement. It implies that once disagreements are addressed, momentum can build quickly, leading to significant progress. This card encourages harnessing the energy and enthusiasm from the growth of the movement. It's about seizing the moment and being ready to act, whether it's through mobilizing supporters, spreading messages, or collaborating on initiatives. In the context of your discussion, this card can highlight the urgency and potential for the progressive agenda to gain traction, especially as awareness grows among citizens. It suggests that the energy is there for quick action and that now is the time to capitalize on the momentum. How do you see this swift movement manifesting in the current political climate?
Well, I don't know about that, but the next card is the Three of Swords.
The Three of Swords is often associated with heartbreak, sorrow, and emotional pain. It signifies feelings of betrayal, loss, or disappointment. This card can be quite heavy, suggesting that there may be difficult emotions to confront. When tying this card back to the previous ones, especially following the Eight of Wands, it may indicate that while there's rapid movement and potential for progress, there are also deep emotional wounds and conflicts that need to be acknowledged. This could reflect the struggles within the progressive movement, such as disillusionment with the political system, feelings of betrayal by leaders, or the impact of divisive rhetoric. The presence of the Three of Swords serves as a reminder that amidst the drive for change and action, it's crucial to address and heal from these emotional wounds. Ignoring them could hinder progress and lead to further conflict. In the context of your show, this card can resonate with your audience by emphasizing the importance of acknowledging pain and disappointment while working toward a better future. It's about finding ways to heal collectively and ensuring that the movement is built on a foundation of understanding and empathy. How do you think this emotional aspect plays a role in motivating people within the progressive movement?
Well, I think the fact that the opposing candidate, Donald Trump, the Republican candidate for president, has committed many crimes and will be tried in a court of law soon. Yes, he has disappointed many Americans that followed him, but then again, these people are very naive to think that a Republican that is pro-corporate and pro-capitalism and against social programs completely and against welfare, that they would help the common man, the common mainstream American low-income people living on a fixed income, and the poor. Very foolish indeed for them to put their faith in a political party, especially a criminal like the one they're supporting. And at the same time, it was a shock that President Joe Biden, was forced to not run for a second term because of health reasons. So, a lot of surprises this year.
Your analysis brings up significant points about disillusionment in the political landscape. The Three of Swords aptly captures the feelings of betrayal and disappointment many people experience, especially as they navigate the complexities of trusting political figures. As you mentioned, the contrast between the Republican platform and the needs of low-income Americans highlights a critical divide. Many voters may feel let down by politicians who prioritize corporate interests over social programs, leading to the heartbreak that this card signifies. The unexpected turn of events regarding President Biden not running again adds another layer of uncertainty and emotional weight. It creates a sense of vulnerability among voters as they grapple with the implications for the future of leadership and policy direction. This context enhances the reading, suggesting that while the progressive movement is growing, there's a need to acknowledge and process the emotional toll of political disappointments. Healing from these experiences can empower individuals to take a stand and advocate for change, reinforcing the idea that collective healing and understanding are essential for moving forward. What do you think the final card will reveal, and how will it tie everything together in this reading?
Well, the next card is the Nine of Cups.
The Nine of Cups is often referred to as the wish card. It symbolizes contentment, satisfaction, and emotional fulfillment. This card indicates that wishes and desires can come true, leading to a sense of joy and abundance. Tying it back to the previous cards, especially after the emotional weight of the Three of Swords, the appearance of the Nine of Cups suggests a powerful shift. Despite the challenges, heartbreak, and conflicts highlighted earlier, there is hope and the possibility for fulfillment. It signals that through perseverance and collective efforts, the progressive movement can achieve its goals and bring about positive change. This card encourages individuals to focus on what truly brings them joy and satisfaction, reinforcing the importance of shared values and aspirations within the movement. It highlights that while the journey may be difficult, there's potential for achieving the desires that resonate with the community. In the context of your discussion about the political climate, the Nine of Cups can inspire your audience to envision a future where their hopes and dreams for a more equitable society can become a reality. It serves as a reminder to hold on to that vision and work towards it despite the obstacles. How do you feel this card brings a sense of hope to your overall reading?
Well, the fact that Kamala Harris, the person who...
Thank you for sharing the reading.
Well,
it offered a rich exploration of the current political climate through the lens of tarot.
Well, there's one...
The journey from conflict and emotional challenges to the possible...
Okay, we have one last final card of this State of the Union tarot card reading for this week.
Great. What's the final card for this reading?
The final card is the Devil.
The Devil card often represents themes of temptation, addiction, and feeling trapped or restricted. It can symbolize negative influences, materialism, and the darker aspects of human nature. Tying this card into the previous ones, especially following the hopeful energy of the Nine of Cups, the Devil highlights that while there is potential for fulfillment and joy, there are also significant challenges and negative forces at play. It suggests that the progressive movement may face obstacles from systemic issues such as corporate greed, misinformation, and the allure of power that can distract or hinder progress. This card serves as a reminder to remain vigilant against these temptations and to be aware of the influences that could lead the movement astray. It emphasizes the importance of collective awareness and the need to confront and overcome these darker forces to achieve true fulfillment and liberation. In the context of your discussion, the Devil card can resonate deeply with your audience by underscoring the need for awareness and accountability. It encourages a critical examination of the motivations behind political actions and the necessity of staying true to core values. How do you see the energy of the Devil card affecting the overall message of your reading?
Well, the fact that the corporate corruption, which is owned and controlled by the oligarch, seems to be behind the Republican candidates, and it is a spiritual war. It is a good versus...
That connection makes a lot of sense. The Devil card reflects the pervasive influence of corporate corruption and oligarchic control in politics, particularly as it pertains to Republican candidates. This illustrates how these negative forces can lead to a sense of entrapment for both voters and candidates alike, as they may feel beholden to interests that don't align with the common good. The reading as a whole highlights a journey through emotional challenges, hopes for fulfillment, and the need to confront darker influences. It emphasizes that while there's potential for positive change, vigilance against corruption and the manipulation of power is crucial for the progressive movement to thrive. In this context, your audience might be encouraged to stay aware and engaged, resisting the pull of corporate interests that aim to undermine their efforts. This final card serves as a powerful call to action, reminding everyone that true liberation and progress require a conscious effort to confront and dismantle these influences. How do you plan to wrap up this tarot reading with your audience?
Well, you just did it. Unless there's another final summary that you would like to conduct, I think you pretty much wrapped it up. And I want to thank you, as always, for doing an incredible job with the State of the Union tarot card readings, as you did the previous weeks. And I thank you, Lisa, for a job well done.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear you found the reading insightful. It's been a pleasure to explore these themes with you. The blend of hope and caution really resonates in the current political landscape. If you ever want to dive into another reading or discussion, I'm here to help. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, that was great. Our artificial intelligence consultant, Lisa, with the State of the Union tarot card reading. I don't know if that was the 5th or the 6th reading so far. Let me see. Okay, let me see. It's time to go fishing. I got my lure, my baited lure on the rod, and I've cast it, and we're going to see who's out there for the panel. Ugh. Let's see. Let's see what we got going here. Just seeing who's out here. Okay, the links are out. The links are out. Let's see who bites. And for the panel, now it's time for open topic talk, which is our relaxation, often fun, often outrageous part of the show, where we banter back and forth about any subject that anyone wants to bring up. So anyone out there have a topic they want to bring up or a question, just feel free to do so. Let's see. All right. That was good. That was very invigorating. Between my initial monologue with the political information, the videos, Chisler's Hall of Shame inductees, you know, the consumer advocate section, I really got a great deal of fulfillment from that. And followed by a tarot card reading, which is done by our artificial intelligence consultant, Lisa. So she did a great job again. I'm going to see if I'm going to do some research and see if there's a shorter reading. Just a thought, perhaps, to see if there's a shorter reading. Well, I'm going to see who's out there. Don't mind me. I'm just waiting to see if there's any panelists out there available. But if there's any people listening that want to bring up a topic, or if you want to come on the show, doesn't have to be with your webcam. It could be, well, it could be with your webcam, but you can shut the camera off, and you can upload an avatar or an image and speak with audio only. It does. You don't have to reveal what you look like. So, or you could type in the commentary box. So any topic you want to bring up, any subject, any venting, this is the place to vent. Anything you want to bring up, no matter how controversial it is, no matter how explicit it is, if it's on your mind, or if it's something that's bothering you, feel free. Let's see. Phew. Oh, okay. Mr. Ronnie S. of Clearwater, Florida says, give me a few minutes, so he'll be on. All right. Sounds good. All right. Let's see. Okay. We are streaming on YouTube. We're supposed to be streaming on Instagram, but it's not happening. I don't think it's working. So that means we got to go back to streaming on, oh God, I hate it. Go back to streaming on Facebook. Oh man, I hate doing this. What are you gonna do? It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. All right. It's not yet. See, it's not working. All right, we'll go back to Facebook. As much as I don't want to, but at least it works. At least it works. Okay, Sid says, hey, brah, where is the panel? Well, Mr. Ronnie S., originally from Long Island, now from Clearwater, Florida, will be with us shortly. So we'll have some good quality, intelligent banter going back and forth. The first subject I'm going to bring up is sports. Well, local sports, followed by the scandal involving the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, who's connected to Puff Daddy. He attended his parties. He's friends with him. We'll see. We'll see if Mr. Ronnie S. has heard anything about that. You know what they should do? I know on social media, they have what they call a friends list. Well, all these people are not friends. There's like usually a small handful that are actually your friend. And then a lot of them are acquaintances, but most of them, you don't know these people. So they send you a friend request, and let's say you like their profile for whatever reason, and you agree, and they go on your friends list, but you don't know them, and they don't try to get to know you, and there's really no communication between you and this person who's not even an acquaintance, but they're on a friends list. So there should be other lists besides a friends list. There should be friends and family is one category, right? Because real friends are real friends. Real friends can be like a family member. So there should be friends and family, friends and or family, and then there should be acquaintances, and then the rest are just followers. It could be admirers, followers. That doesn't mean you know them. Okay, Mr. Geordie K from Scotland says, hello. I'm currently snacking on Madagascan tiger prawns. Wow. Those are big shrimp, man. Those are big shrimp. I hope they're not overcooked. You know, when you're cooking shellfish, you can't walk away from the stove. You have to stay there. And as soon as the shell turns orange, you got to remove them immediately. Throw them in a colander and hit them with cold water, because otherwise they'll continue to cook in the shell, and you'll end up with dry shrimp or dry whatever. I'm telling you, if you're grilling or you're pan roasting or you're sauteing or steaming any shellfish, especially shrimps, one side, a few minutes. Check it. If the first side is orange, flip it over. A few more minutes. That's it. Boom. Take it off. The same thing applies to chicken breast cutlets. 3 minutes on each side, my friend. 3 minutes on each side. Now here we are. We got the one and only Ronnie S., Clearwater, Florida, or as Alex the Beer Master always says, the legendary. Everybody's legendary today. The legendary Ronnie S.
What's up, James?
Hey, Jordy is eating Madagascar tiger prawns, which means they're pretty big shrimp. I bought it pre-cooked. They are big, very nice though. Oh, so you just need to warm them up. You got cocktail sauce, you know, which is nothing but ketchup and horseradish. You know, usually if the shrimp is pre-cooked, and you know, I love ice cold shrimp for pre-cooked shrimp for cocktail sauce. You know, shrimp cocktail. I mean, I love it. That's like my sister always puts that out like during like holidays, like Christmas Eve. You know, she puts out a whole load of them, and man, I just keep eating one after the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just watching the Mets lose to the Brewers.
I remember when the Milwaukee Brewers were part of the American League, and then they switched leagues.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know. Well, the same thing. They did the same thing with the Houston Astros. They were National League for many years, and then all of a sudden they flipped them over to the American League. You hear me? Oh.
Yeah.
You missed what I said before?
No, the Brewers.
The Houston Astros were for decades were a National League team, and then they flipped them over to the American League, and then they did Milwaukee Brewers.
They competed to win the World Series.
Right. Yeah, they got they a lucky streak came over them when they went to the American League. Sports is really funny. Look at the Texas Rangers. They won the World Series last year, but look where they are this year. So it's like it's really.
Yeah, I think even the year before they weren't good.
Yeah.
A historic. I don't know how many losses they had the year before, and then they won the World Series.
Yeah. The Diamondbacks having some problems this year, but they're in the wild card.
The Diamondbacks, the Braves, and the Mets are in a dead race right now. But the Mets lost. This is the third game in a row, I believe. They can't be losing games at this time.
Yeah, the Mets really good.
The Mets suck.
I don't know. The New York teams just they cave it. They fall like a cheap camera at the end of the season.
That's it. They wait till the end. They get you all excited, and then they blow it.
Yeah, and then they blow it. Now the Phillies, I got to give them credit, man. They have become a solid team.
Phillies are great.
The Phillies they're always in the playoffs, it seems, and they beat Atlanta last year, which had one of the best records in baseball. Atlanta Braves, the Phillies beat them, but then again, the Phillies I think were favored to beat the Diamondbacks, but they lost to the Diamondbacks.
You see the advertising for the NLDS on Fox, the series, and they have the two teams they're showing, the Dodgers and Phillies. So it's like they're trying to predict that's who's going to go. That would be a good series, though, Dodgers Phillies.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, with Ohtani being in the National League for the pennant, yeah.
But as good as the Phillies have been doing, I think about a week ago, the Mets went. Well, the Phillies went to Queens. They had 4 games, and the Mets won 3 out of 4.
Really?
Yeah, they were on the hot streak for over a month. The Mets have been doing great, but they're just kind of shit in the bed. The last week of the season.
Bryce Harper always dreamed of being a Yankee, but he got turned down by Brian Cashman.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
That's why he got signed with the Phillies.
Bryce Harper would be a good Yankee, man.
He was with the Nationals.
He was with Washington.
Bryce Harper, right? And so was Juan Soto.
Juan Soto as well.
Originally with the Nationals before he went to San Diego. But Bryce Harper, after the Nationals, he was hoping he would get signed by the Yankees, but that dildo-headed son of a bitch.
Juan Soto won a World Series with the Nationals, right, in 2019.
Oh, really?
Before he went to San Diego.
Oh, I didn't know that. Juan Soto was with the Nationals that year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he was.
A young. Was he considered a rookie at that time?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, he's 20. He's 25 now.
Yeah, so I guess so. Probably.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
You subtract how long he was in San Diego.
So he would have been 20. Yeah, he was only in San Diego for like a season and a half, right? And then he went to the Yankees last year.
Yeah, I hear that Spencer Jones has been striking out too much in Double-A. That's not a good sign. He couldn't make it to Triple-A. Well, he's young. He's 21 years old. He's 21. Well, now the Martian, he's horrible in the outfield. He's like, where's the ball? Where's the ball? Yeah, Jason Dominguez.
Why do they call him the Martian?
I don't know. Well, he looked like a Martian. He's like, he made some excuse, like, he couldn't figure the dimensions of the outfield. Something about the dimensions of the outfield messed him up, but that's no excuse. I mean, he's an athletic guy. I mean, but he's still great behind the plate. I mean,
let me check the scores here.
Yeah, he's better than.
He's keeping a track of Gabriel's team. Diamondbacks also.
Yeah. Sorry, some idiot was shouting outside at his dog. I think he was drunk, so I shouted out the window that he better get to fuck.
Get to fuck.
What do you want him to fuck, his dog? He better get to fuck. He ran. Ha 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 ha.
Sounds like Michael Hilton with the dog problems.
Yeah, Michael Hilton has a problem with a Chihuahua next door.
The Diamondbacks 0-0 ended the 7th.
You want him to fuck his dog? Is that what you're trying to say?
Want to get to fucking?
Is that what they do in Scotland? Happens all the time in Glasgow.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. What? The guy yells at his dog?
They fuck dogs.
Yeah, but if his dog is on a leash,
Braves won.
You know, he should be able to control his pooch. You know.
What's with all these guys complaining about dogs? So,
what does that sound? It sounds like somebody's having sex on an old mattress.
I think they're ducks.
I hear squeaky, squeaky.
They're out over in the woods area. I don't know what they are.
You hear that? It's squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Sounds like an old mattress.
What do you think it is? I'm guessing they're ducks.
Like you're having an orgy party over there. And
it's not that. It's some type of animal.
Jordy's laughing. It happens all the time in Glasgow. Oh, it happens all the time in Glasgow. Get to fuck is Scottish way of saying go away. Oh, okay.
Okay. Get to fuck.
The Iron Sheik used to say fack, F-A-C-K. God rest his soul.
What's going on with wrestling?
I don't know. I'm bewildered like you are about Vince McMahon's court case. I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
I think I might watch the Bad Blood. It's next Saturday.
Bad Blood. You got Peacock Network?
I'm gonna get it because I want to watch the last few episodes of Chucky.
You see, you and Gabriel Salaya, you don't like watching the pay-per-view on Daily Motion.
No, I don't.
After you like watching everything live.
I gotta watch it live. Yeah.
Me, I save a few bucks.
That's like, would you ever record a Yankees game and watch it later?
No.
Or you just watch it live, right?
No, but this is a pay-per-view we're talking about.
Oh, so what's the difference?
You save money.
It's not that much money though. If it was like the old days, they used to charge like $40-$50. You get Peacock, it's $10 a month.
They charge I remember they charge 40. They charge 40
one show
to get the pay-per-view, the WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I think WrestleMania was like 50 or 60.
Oh yeah, because that's WrestleMania. What about
so I wasn't going to pay for that. But when the WWE Network came out, it was $10 a month.
Right, and then
you get all the content and everything.
Right, and now you got Peacock, Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock. So I mean, it's whatever, $10.
I think that
not
was
such a huge investment.
Jordy says, I think that was ducks mating in the background there.
It might be. No, it really might be.
Jordy, doesn't it sound like people on an old-fashioned bed with the springs going?
Yeah.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
It's the sounds of nature, James.
Yeah, or it might be the sounds of Puff Daddy's perverted party with Eric Adams and Justin Bieber and so it's Eric Adams. He's in deep doo-doo.
From what I understand, they're going after Eric Adams because of he was talking out against the migrants in the city, and he was calling Biden out on it. So they're trying to get back at him.
Yeah, but come on, you see what Paul's going through in Brooklyn. I mean, the migrants they're slashing people in the subway.
That's why the mayor was actually talking out against it.
Then I agree with him.
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's the truth. The Biden administration didn't do shit with this migrant problem.
That's what he was saying. If you see, I saw a conference today of the mayor, and he's basically saying that. He's going against his Democrat brothers now.
Yeah, I think Curtis Lee would have made a great mayor of New York City.
Imagine Sleva with the migrants.
Oh, Sleeville would have had he would have had the entire National Guard down there.
He can't do that. He can't call them in.
Well, he
Just
could
a mayor.
he could call Wochel and say, "Hey,
She's not gonna do it. She wouldn't do it.
Hey, Wochi baby,
She wouldn't do that.
we got crime."
She wouldn't do that.
Why? What is she? Well, because she doesn't live next to them. She doesn't care.
Well, she doesn't care. It's not part of the agenda.
She's in Albany, and you know what? I think what she really likes about these illegal migrants, even though they're criminals, she likes the fact that if they could vote for her and she can win re-election,
Right.
you know, then she'll like that. But she's in Albany. She's from freaking Buffalo originally. You know, she's not living in no bad neighborhood. I guarantee you. You know,
Yeah, so I feel like Eric Adams, man, he's kind of being screwed over by his own party.
maybe
If you look at the indictments, they're kind of lame.
Maybe
bringing up lame shit.
Maybe they're doing what they're doing to Eric Adams is what they did to Cuomo.
Cuomo too. Yeah.
I mean, so what? He's divorced.
No.
He's a straight heterosexual.
That wasn't the reason. That was just a.
Well, I think it had to do with the nursing home.
Yeah, definitely.
Sending COVID positive people to the nursing home. I think
that had a big part of it. Also, I think he had presidential aspirations, and I don't think they wanted him doing that. Maybe.
Yeah, but you know, I don't think it had anything to do because there was no proof. There was no proof of sexual harassment or sexual assault or sexual.
They never charged him with anything.
No, it was her word against his word. So what? He's a straight white male. He's probably a horny Italian, and you know, and he's trying
that
to.
That wasn't even it though. He was no Elliot Spitzer. I'll say that.
So Elliot Spitzer had.
He had a high-priced French.
Yeah. So he
had call ladies.
Yeah, escort.
Escorts. That's
yeah,
French escort.
They're not like street hookers. They're high class. They're more upscale, and you know, he was busy. He was busy in the bedroom. You know who used to bang women left and right, like different women, like
JFK.
Not only JFK, Babe Ruth was a wild man. Yeah, they used to bring. He insisted
to play baseball games, right? He used to drink in the dugout.
He used to drink everywhere, and he would polish off a whole bottle of whiskey like it was nothing. And he had different girls brought to his hotel room all the time, every night, you know. And when you
guys today, they can't do that.
You know, that sound is really arousing me. I kind of like that background stuff. It sounds like somebody's like fucking somebody on the mattress. Hey, Jordy, where the hell are you? You can eat your shrimp on my show.
Maybe he doesn't like to eat on camera.
Well, that's funny. I'll get to see him chew like this. Jordy, what do you think? Is that sound arousing you also? Or as Dr. Ruth Westheimer used to say, arouse, you get aroused. Now, there's a device that is medically proven and used by urologists called a penile traction device, which is a guarantee to gradually increase the length and girth of your penis. I'm serious. Okay. It's a penile traction device. And,
where's Paul tonight?
I send him the link, even though he's going to talk about the dome surrounding the earth, the firmament. God's got a dome around the earth.
That's a dome.
Sounds like Sean Connery in his 20s. He drank a lot and banged lots of women. You know who banged a lot of women? Adam West and Burt Ward, Batman and Robin. In real life, they had groupies. They had tons of groupies, and they used to have wild, like, orgy parties. And,
Really?
yeah, no, they were big time.
That was the time, right? The hippie era.
The 60s. Yeah, they were big time perverts.
Yeah.
Preverts. Yeah, he likes Bond. He liked. I could picture Geordie as a Scottish Secret Service agent. Sounds weird. Oh, it stopped. Oh, there it goes again.
It's not good.
Hey, maybe you can, Geordie. Maybe you could make a new techno song with this in the background. I sent a link to Michael Goldsmith Hilton. Where the hell is he? I was on his show today anyway.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was on Alex the Beer Masturbator show. Eric sent me a link.
Was it yesterday you were on?
Yeah, like Have a Drink with Alex. It's called something like that.
I think I saw you there.
Yeah, it was funny though. I had a problem. I ate a quart of black bean soup with chorizo sausage sliced in it, and I was on the toilet when I appeared on the show. I was sitting on the toilet, and then when I got off the toilet and cleaned up, they were all laughing because they saw the bathroom. Then I came, I lied down, and I started farting. I kept on putting the phone by my ass, farting into the phone.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. Jordy has some words of wisdom. Yeah, make a techno song with this squeaking. Beer Masturbator Show. Ha 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 ha. Hi-yo. I love chorizo.
I love chorizo too.
Like, what do you know about chorizo in Scotland?
Why doesn't he know about it? It's 2024. He can buy food, any kind of food.
It's a spicy. It's originally from Spain.
He knows what it is.
It's not Latin American. It's originally the Spaniards brought it to the New World.
Colombians make a good chorizo.
Yeah, and Mexicans too.
Yeah. But you know what I don't like? Sometimes you go to a Colombian restaurant. I've encountered this.
Bandera paisa.
They have like chorizo, like on the menu, and sometimes they try to when the food comes out, it's a hot dog, a cut up hot dog.
What the fuck?
I can't stand that.
I don't want no cut off hot dog.
They call it chorizo though. It's like they're trying to.
No, chorizo is supposed to be a chorizo. You know, it's not a knockwurst. Looks
They're
like
calling it they're giving you a hot dog because they're like a sausages or sausages. They're being cheap fucks.
What is it? Florida, Colombians in Florida doing it?
That's happened in New York to me and Florida.
Listen, I got a half a dozen real chorizos made by this company in Louisiana that makes the andouille sausage and all that stuff.
That's good.
I got real hardcore chorizos, and what I do is
it's very similar, right? The andouille sausage and the chorizo.
Oh, andouilles are great. They're very hot and spicy, and they're smoked. You see, chorizo has chili pepper. It's red, but the andouille is not red, but it's still hot and it's smoked. So you get that nice smokiness about it.
Yeah.
And
good.
Yeah.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya is good. Crawfish etouffee is good. Etouffee.
Some of that stuff that Ron posts on the Everything Is Food group.
Yeah, he posts a lot of good stuff.
Good looking stuff.
He's got a lot of nice restaurants down there.
He does. He does like Creole style.
I'm surprised he has that many Chinese restaurants down there.
Chinese. Yeah, he does put a lot of Chinese ones there.
Shorty, you gotta make a techno song with the squeaking, like somebody's getting fucked. You gotta, yeah. You
Make a
gotta
techno song, Jordy.
call it, um, the Magnificent Mattress. No,
You know, this is not the first time that's been in the background. It's
Yeah.
just that you don't have Rock and Paul or anybody else talking.
oh, then you wouldn't hear anything with him.
Yeah, so it's just kind of quiet tonight. But they're out there.
You think you think it might be extraterrestrials by you doing it, having sex?
It could be. Donald Duck is getting late.
Donald Duck.
That's a good one.
Quack, 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 quack. Yeah, but you can also get mild chorizo for those who don't like spicy. Oh, the poor babies don't like a spicy. I like a spicy stuff, so I like a spicy chorizo. All right. I'm trying to think of a name for the song with the mattress in the background. Marvelous no, Magnificent Mattress. Mattress Mania is running wild.
So Hogan's Hangout will be opening up again this Monday.
Well, I guess he didn't get that much damage.
No, he's not. He's not right. So he's across the street from the beach.
He's smart because if you're on the beach, you're the first.
Did you watch the video I sent you at all? It showed somebody just walking around Clearwater and just showing the damage. It was.
I posted it on my Facebook profile. I'm gonna watch it after the show. You like Mattress Mania? Mattress Mania and
Mattress.
You can call yourself the Scottish Mattress Mania story of a Scottish nymphomaniac, and you can have that girl going like the other song. You can have that girl going
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. I saw that shit.
Mattress Mania. Wait a minute, you misspelled mattress. I think there's two S's.
It's mattress.
Mattress. Oh, that's the Latin way to say it. Mattress.
The Scottish way.
Tell me about. He's got. You know what he's got in Scotland? Smoked. Smoked. What the fuck is that? Haddock.
Yeah.
Like fish and chips, they use haddock, which is more expensive than cod.
Right.
I mean, I used to get smoked whiting before they jacked up the price of it. It used to be really cheap.
Smoked what?
Smoked whiting. It's whiting. It's like a cod, but it's like when it's smoked, it looks like almost like turkey breast. It's like solid, and it's easy to eat. Yeah, give me a little love was the song I made with the woman going ooh 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 ooh. Smoked haddock. Well, haddock is the most expensive cod there is. There's haddock, then there's cod. Then there's hake, which is a pinkish color. Then there's pollock, which is the cheapest of the cods. But I don't care. I got pollock in the refrigerator. I don't care. It's in the same family. It says wild Alaskan court pollock. If you saw the face of the pollock, it looks just like a cod. It's got two whiskers under his chin.
Yeah.
I think they call it warbles. You've had whiting before? The Italians call it merluzes, named after the the Latin name for whiting. Merluz is and then they or Saint Teresa's fish. Another nickname for whiting. I'm telling you could do a lot with this sound, George.
So what's up with Monday Night Raw? Anything good going on?
Well, Liv Morgan is she's quite the actress,
Is she like the star of the show now?
She's very entertaining. She's become who would know that a little Italian girl from Elmwood Park, New Jersey would end up being a big star.
That's great.
And I heard when she was in high school, she made a promise with her best friend that the both of them were going to try really hard to get into pro wrestling, and her friend gave up the dream, but she continued, and she was a Hooters waitress.
Oh yeah, in New Jersey.
Yeah, she was a Hooters waitress, and one of her coworkers says, that guy over there, he's in pro wrestling. I wonder if that was Enzo Amore.
Oh.
I wonder if that was him, because he's from my area. He's from a couple towns over from me.
He used to go out with Carmelo, right?
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, then
I think he brought her in too.
He started getting involved with rap, and he started.
Yeah, I think he put an album out.
Rapper. I thought he was very.
They didn't like him backstage.
No, they didn't like him.
And, something came out with a girl on the video, and they kind of used that as an excuse to get rid of him, kind of like Cuomo.
Yeah, but he's Muscles Marinara.
He was very entertaining. As a fan, I liked him.
You know who insisted they bring him back? He loved Kevin Nash. Thought he was great.
Kevin Nash. Yeah, he's pretty smart.
He says he's very entertaining.
I think he's extremely entertaining. He got the fans involved in it, and
you remember the chicken
guys were just hating on.
He had that chicken like a rooster. He had his hair sticking up.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey,
Big Cass is in AEW now, right?
Yeah, Big Cass. Big Cass looks great.
But he was not the entertaining part. Enzo Amore was.
No, Enzo Amore was, but he's like Enzo Amore is like the Lou Albano of the 21st century. He's like he
was like the Road Dogg if you watched.
Yeah, he's a great manager.
The New Age Outlaws.
He's a great heel manager. I think
they blackballed him. They won't let him back around at all.
Well, what did he do? Fill somebody up? But
there was some kind of video that came out with a girl or something.
Vince did 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, no, they were used it as an excuse. I guess they just really didn't like him backstage.
I heard that I heard that Roman Reigns. They were in a car. They were carpooling it. Where are you going? I'm talking to myself now. Pollock is still good, but yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, but if it's fresh, it's still in the Cod family. Yeah, I'm talking like an idiot, and he just gets up and takes his headphones off. Oh yeah, I sent you the link. I sent you the link a while ago, but it doesn't matter. I'm still on the air. All right, I'll be here. Let's see who else is around. Let's see what's going on. Hey, what are you going on? Michael Goldsmith Hilton. Michael Goldsmith. Oh, I think Jordy's going to be joining us any minute now.
So did it cool down a bit up there? Northern New
what
Jersey.
was I saying? Oh yeah, so he's an ideal heel manager. I think he's got great potential as a heel manager. Because you know what it is, he's so annoying. He's good. He's great at distracting the referee or distracting anybody. You know,
I
which
think
is what.
he's doing indie stuff now around your area,
Yeah, you're right.
Jersey, New York.
Yeah, he is doing. I seen his photo on banners. He is doing indie stuff.
You ever go out to those shows?
I used to.
You haven't gone since COVID, right?
I used to film it with my good camera. I used to
How come you don't go anymore?
my car, my
You don't,
lack,
you don't have a car.
my lack of a car.
Did you used to have a car?
Oh, I drove for like decades.
Why'd you stop?
My car. I had a Ford Taurus, and it was working great. And then there was a flash flood, and I couldn't see. I couldn't see in front of the windshield, and I ended up in the water was like up the upper part of my door, and the engine took in water. And the guy, the AAA guy, says 9 times out of 10, when your engine takes in water, you kiss it goodbye.
Yeah. So that happens to people down here a lot.
You know, it's like
Stuff, buddy.
picture it. Let's say somebody just like bought, like what my sister bought, a new Honda Accord, and then all of a sudden Mother Nature comes in and your engine sucks in the water.
Your insurance didn't cover that at all?
They don't want to give me enough to replace the car. They wanted to give me chicken feed. Okay, what am I going to get? I'm going to get something that's in the garage like all the time. I mean, it was just bad luck. I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm telling you, the car rode smooth. The air condition. I had automatic climate control, ice cold AC. Stereo system was great. And then, boom. The lesson I learned, Ron, that before you go somewhere for the night with your car, check the weather. If it says severe thunderstorm warnings, possible flash flood, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's a valuable lesson.
How many cars do you think got screwed up with this hurricane? Man? It happens.
You?
Not mine, but I know it's quite common. There's a guy I work with now. He lives down in St. Pete, which is very low lying, and he said one of the past hurricanes that came by, he didn't even go out. He left his car in the parking lot at his condo complex.
Oh,
and,
he didn't.
And there was flooding there, and the flooding went up to the bottom of his car. Messed it all up. Yeah, he didn't even go out.
And he was parked. He didn't even go out.
Yeah. He got insurance money for it. He got another car, but it's just something you got to worry about in certain areas.
He must have had a really good policy with his car. He must have had like a.
He might have had a special flood insurance just because that could happen around here.
We could play Captain Hindsight and say, oh, you should have, you could have, you would have, blah blah blah. But you know what? Mother Nature is more powerful than any ideas people can come up with. I hate to say it. The best thing people could come up with in defense of a hurricane is if the house is on like concrete, cement block and steel frame and elevated, so the flood waters go under the building. But then you got to worry, is my building over a sinkhole? And
so the sinkhole problems are actually more common if you go further inland. When you're this close to the coast, there's not a lot of sinkhole reports over here.
Yeah.
There is some though, but you're more worried about flooding,
Yeah.
storm
So
surge.
once you go further inland, it's more swampy. The ground is more soft and soggy and swampy.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's swampy everywhere. It's just it has more to do with the limestone, and that's like right underneath the ground, and there's big cavernous, gaping areas that don't have anything. It's just like a hole. So and then a small amount of limestone, and then sand, and then the ground. It's only not that big. So they build over that, and then it could that little small amount could collapse.
Well, anytime I went to the Florida Keys,
I don't think there's sinkholes in the Keys.
No. But there are limestone boulders, limestone pebbles, limestone everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And that's why the water is considered hard here, as compared to in New York, it's considered soft. And that's why they make better pizza and better bagels and whatnot.
But anytime I went to anywhere in Florida, where my aunt and uncle, they moved a lot. They were in Marco Island one time.
Marco Island, that's really nice, isn't it?
They were in Flagler Beach. They were in.
They have some money.
Where Marco, right?
I'm saying that your family must have had some money to be going from Marco Island to Flagler Beach.
Yeah, they have money, but then
Marco Island is like an exclusive area.
He lost a lot of money in a specific stock market crash. There was a stock market crash that took place.
89.
He lost a lot. But nevertheless, their standard of living never went down. But
that's good.
I remember Marco Island was sand fleas.
Mm-hmm. I've never been there.
They call them no-see-em bugs.
They call them no-see-ems, yeah.
No-see-ems, which is kind of a hillbilly name for them, but they're.
Is it the same thing as a gnat?
It's like but gnats don't bite you where you're like, "Urgh." And they pester you, but they don't. The sand fleas, they kind of bite you. Oh, there he is, and then a lot of limestone, like we were talking about. Wait a minute, he was there, and then he vanished. Don Juan, and then he's gone. But
maybe he had to go check on his shrimp.
And very humid. But you're talking about the Gulf Coast, Sarasota, Fort Myers, Marco Island.
It's humid right now. I'm hot out here.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you is it cooling down up there?
Oh yeah. It's the nights we're down to like the mid 50s, mid to low 50s at night. There he is, Don Juan, and then he's gone, then he's back.
Hello, I don't know what happened.
He's from Scotland. Como estás?
Cheers.
Yeah. I give him a lot of credit for being awake at this time. It must be late.
No, he doesn't care. He's a night owl.
Yeah, I'm a night owl. Ronnie
Very nocturnal. You're very nocturnal, George.
What is it, 4:30? Right
Rock and Paul.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, here we go. Right.
I said shake, rattle, and roll. Rock and Paul, rattle, and roll.
What's up? We driving, man. I told you we going to that event.
Oh, in Yonkers?
Yonkers?
No, in Bushwick.
Oh, Bushwick? I like that name. Yeah. Bushwick.
What's the event?
No, I'm just going to you remember when we did the Chantel games? Remember when I did that Chantel Hotel and the DJ that I hired, he didn't show up, and then I had Patrick McMahon.
Yeah.
You know Patrick McMahon, his paparazzi, his son came and filled in and did the spot. And he works with SNL, so Judge Pat. So that's who I'm connected with. He wanted me to come out, so I said, all right.
Oh,
We'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll set up. It depends. I don't know. I haven't done this shit in a while, so.
You mean like filming an event?
Yeah, but I got to tell you guys something. Listen, check it out. James, I'm not going to be able to stay on long, but
Yes, 0.6 miles.
James, you know that Tuesday the ports are shutting down, man. They're going to go on strike.
Really?
Yeah, listen, from Maine to Chicago to the Texas to New York, the whole southern, western, eastern, and northern fucking seaports, they're shutting everything down, bro.
Are you stocking up on beans and peas and lentils and all that crap?
Butter
I, I,
beans.
I ate a quart of black beans with chorizo. I was farting all night long last night.
No, we're gonna get our buddy in England over here. He's gonna send us some good fresh foods because they don't put no poison in their foods.
No, he's in Scotland.
Oh, Scott, we're gonna go to Scotland.
Come to Scotland and party with me. You're more than welcome.
Fuck, okay, bro. I'm gonna come stay with you for a couple of weeks. All right.
They're almost trying.
I'll keep the beer cold.
I'll have to take a train or something. Oh, he's drinking Heidi. Heineken. Heine. Hey, Ronnie, are you drinking tonight or are you being a good boy? What's
Oh,
wrong,
he's
Ronnie?
been-
He's not. Did you put Ronnie on mute?
No,
Who the fuck
he's
is
been
this?
No, he's been very good. He's been very good. I'm not
Oh, she
complaining.
said, Daryl said the gang is all here.
Knock on wood.
Let me see. What kind of messages you got in here tonight?
Yeah, James, I'm a night owl. That's where this the
Night
name of my
energy.
band comes from. Yeah, but look at this.
Let me
The
see.
goddamn
Night
thing
energy.
broke.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
What is that? What hat is that?
That's from my music project, Night Energy.
Oh, nice.
But the
What does
goddamn
that say? Night energy?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The damn thing fucking broke though. So
When are you coming to the United States, bro?
oh,
not.
dude, if I win the lottery, I'll be
Are you gonna fly here? Are you gonna come visit me and James and Ronnie?
Hell yeah, I'm fucking up for that. I'm definitely up for that.
You should make a hat that says Jism Energy. Jismatic. George K. Jismatic.
It sounds like a Blue Chew company or something.
Hey, James, do you want to get the commissioner, the one that retired, the one that resigned on the show?
Is she good looking?
No, it's not a female. It's the fucking New York commissioner. He resigned. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying to
but
get him on the show. I emailed him. I don't think he's gonna come, but you know.
I heard that Eric Adams was pissed off because the Biden administration didn't want to do anything about the crime.
Yeah, that's what happened. So this is what happened. I'll tell you. So basically, Indigit told me that he was assistant of Eric Adams in the beginning, and he didn't like what he was doing, so he kind of resigned from his assistance. Okay, and basically he said that it was directly after Eric Adams had asked the Biden administration to do something about the fucking migrant crisis in New York that they need to deport them out of here because they're causing too many fucking problems. And the minute that happened, then they indicted him. So, but I still think that I think that Adams probably doesn't have any say in anything, and they probably threatened to kill him. They probably said if you try to fix anything, you do what we tell you to do or nothing. So, pretty much like, okay, I talked to Gene today, and Gene was going to run for council, but Gene said even if we ran, if me and him decided we would run, all right, for Brooklyn next year, even if we ran, we're going to have somebody up there above us telling us what we can and can't do. So what's the sense? You're not going to change anything. You can't change anything because there's always going to be there's always going to be the motherfuckers. They only use you as a puppet. They stick you in there just so you could be the face in there and make everybody think that, things are really being fixed when they're not.
Yeah, but I bet Curtis Lewa would.
But Eric Adams, yeah, but Adams, you know what? Fuck Curtis, man. He's another one, bro.
Oh shit.
Yo, Curtis should be sucking Adams and P. Diddy's dick in jail, for real.
Hey, what happened? I don't like
Curtis is too busy playing. Curtis is playing with broken wood in the streets, okay?
What does that mean?
He's more worried about broken panels of wood in the fucking streets and
Try to help
SeaWorld than worrying about what the fuck is going on in New York with the migrants,
Bro. Playing out there. Too close.
He's
Look at
picking
this
up.
guy on the bike. You see him? Look at this fucking faggot on the bike, bro. You see that, everybody that's watching? Look at that asshole. But you have, who's that down there? You have,
What is Curtis getting like Joe
Did you
Biden?
hear that? Did you hear about Harvey Weinstein?
No, what happened?
He's on my Facebook page. The son and the dad is on my Facebook. So I go like this to the son. I said, "Hey, what's going on with Poppy Bear there?"
Yeah, what happened? Oh, there he goes. Oh, we lost the connection, but he's back. He's back.
I lost service.
Yeah. So what's going on with Poppy Bear? Okay, so what happened?
Driveway.
I think like people really put those.
Oh, my dad does that. You could chuck those cones.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're
Somebody
blocking.
did that in the parking lot. And I
Where's that guy that's always on here, James?
Make a right here.
What guy?
You know, the one that's usually in the comment base that's fucking with everybody.
Oh, Sid. He's
Yeah, Sid. What happened to that cocksucker?
No, he was on before.
Know about the guy from Florida.
He's
and the guy
quiet.
from New
He's
York.
quiet tonight. He's behaves.
He's not Hawaiian.
He was on before.
He's an alias.
The driveway here.
We're looking for a parking spot, man.
Raggentooth, I think his name is Raggentooth, something like that.
Yeah, but there's the sign up there. I'm gonna read that sign because it might be.
All right, James. I'm gonna see you soon, bro. Okay.
Yes.
Got to get rolling.
Good luck tonight.
Later, homies.
Later.
I'm coming to Scotland. Hey, Ronnie, you didn't talk much tonight, so I'm upset. You're giving me the peace sign.
Next time.
Papa Bear. How's Papa
What are you
Bear
drinking there, Ronnie? Hold on. What is he drinking?
Highlights?
Cheap beer.
Oh, boy. No hard liquor. No, Ronnie. No. No, Diddy. No, Ronnie. No, Ronnie. No. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing? Ronnie looks happy at least.
Well,
Hey, Ronnie, we're going to come to Jersey. No, we're going to come to Florida. That's where you are. How is your area? Did you get fucked up?
No,
You didn't get flooded?
but the area did. I didn't.
Yo, I heard Florida's in bad shape, man.
It is.
He lives near Hulk Hogan's bar and restaurant.
That's sad. And you know what, Ronnie? There's two more. I got on the radio and I did a special. There's two more storms that they don't even know about brewing up right in the middle of the Gulf, bro. And I'm going to tell you something. They're a tail end off of Helene. So
Be safe, guys.
it's going to be constant, man. You're going to get constant storms all fucking winter, all winter long, bro.
Every year. What are you gonna do?
Be safe, guys.
Yeah,
That's all.
man.
Be safe. You know.
Okay, let me get out this fucking car, bro. I haven't been out to a club in months, man. I don't know, in years.
Be careful.
It's been years, man.
Yeah, be careful.
Enjoy, dude. Enjoy.
What?
Does Weinstein still have the casting couch?
I'm not taking anything in yet. Where's the club? How far? It's far? I'm not bringing it yet. Well, yeah, I should bring it. I guess I will. I don't know.
What hat is that?
I got shirts in there, but I want to go and see Pat first. Where's the club?
I don't want it.
How far is it? How far is it? How far is it?
down 3 minutes.
Is it Brock's or? Just let me bring the bag. Let me bring the bag. Yo, what
How
was
far
that?
do you
You
have to
popped me?
I ran over.
I'm gonna have to bring the bag with me.
What's on your hat?
Don't get mugged.
I got the bag of drugs right here, guys. Look. Are the feds watching us? We got the bag right here.
The coke in it. The cocaine.
I got the Speedway in the bag.
Feds always watch James.
I got the money in the bag. I got Diddy's money.
You better bring the bag. And be careful.
All right, listen, I'm gonna go, bro. I'm gonna hit you up later. Let's do a show tomorrow night. I'll invite a whole bunch of people and we'll do a show tomorrow, okay? James, you want to come on the radio with Scotland tomorrow night?
Oh yeah.
It's very possible.
If I advertise it tonight, we'll have 200,000 people listening tomorrow. So let's do that.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a show tomorrow. Let's give them the truth of the matter and tell them to go suck dick. Maybe I'll take you live later in the club. You could go watch me on Fuck Talk.
Maybe
All right, listen, I gotta go.
You're gonna dance like John Travolta. All right, listen. I'll talk. Staying alive.
I could hear that music as he was walking.
James, what do you think of that hat Paul wears? Some cheap dollar store in New York.
Looks
hat.
ridiculous.
He's got to
That's
get like
It
At least
looks
get
like
a Yankees hat or
what
a
they
Mets
sell
hat.
when you get out of the Port Authority bus terminal.
Yeah. What is he doing with that hat?
What this?
Why, if he lives in the city, why does he wear a tourist New York hat?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, great.
It's at least got to be a Yankees hat or a Mets hat.
Right. Correct. All right. Anyway, Daryl Messias. It was hard for me to say hello because of all the yakking going on, but thank you, Daryl Messias, for stopping by. How are things in Northern California, where you got all the Sasquatches and the cougars and the and what else? The
Oh, wow.
redwood trees, the sequoias, whatever, redwoods, and
Sequoias.
I watched a video on YouTube where this coyote literally came up to someone's back garden, and the guy was sitting clapping the
I don't
thing.
know, Daryl.
Jesus.
I honestly don't know.
He might, right?
He might. I know he has millions and millions of followers on TikTok.
Wow.
That's what he says. I mean, he has a lot.
So when you join his show, what is it? What is it on? That OBM radio thing?
What is it on? It's he
Yeah, like
rants.
what platform is the show
No,
on?
he rants about how the world is coming to an
But what
end.
platform is the show on? Like, it's not on YouTube. Is it on Instagram?
It's a stream. It's an internet stream radio station.
That's
You know,
OBM, I think it's called. That he
you know, I asked him. I says, you have such a huge following on. Oh, I know what the story is. He does have a huge following on TikTok, but the problem with TikTok is
TikTok, right?
They censor every little thing.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Now he could say and do anything he wants on this internet radio station. The FCC is not involved. He can say anything he wants. So, you know, which is nice. It's really very annoying when your hands are tied and you're doing a live stream on a platform that
I can still hear those ducks going at it in the background.
you got the ducks are still having sex. The ducks
Man,
are in a row.
what is that noise anyway? What is that?
I don't know. Some kind of Florida sound. I don't know if they're frogs or ducks or.
Oh, it stopped. Can't hear nothing now. I think
Maybe
Ronnie's
it's an extraterrestrial presence.
Florida, they do have some UFO sightings, so.
There's a lot of UFO. There's more UFO sightings these days than ever before.
I think the place with the most UFO sightings is New Mexico. I think.
There's the Hudson Valley, New York, is a hot spot. They call them hot spots. There's an area in Arizona that's a hot spot. We're not far from where Gabriel Solaya lives. Is a hot spot. See, but the good thing about these areas, like in the desert or in Hudson Valley, would be like forests, lakes.
The Hudson River.
Well, yeah, I was going to say mountains, but the mountains are small. But the thing is, there's no glare from lights. There's no light pollution. So if you're an astronomer or you have a pair of binoculars, you don't have any glare interfering with what you see. So you really get it.
Do you know what I would like to see? The Northern Lights. If you can go to a place that is igloos, you can literally live in an igloo, and it's got glass roofs, and you can watch the sky at night.
Well, if you go to Norway, if you go to the Arctic Circle, what is there an island north of you called the Shetland Island?
Yeah, it's north of me, northeast.
northeast of Scotland.
Yep.
And I wonder if you could see the aurora borealis from there.
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I've never been to the Shetland Islands.
Because I know the Arctic Circle goes like right through Norway, Sweden, and Finland. It like not half of it, but like a third, like about a third of it
Slovakia, places like that.
is Arctic Circle.
Do you know the building that was used in the 1922 film Nosferatu? That building still stands in Slovakia.
Nosferatu? Yeah, really? You know what I watched? I should have sent it to you. I didn't think of it. On Facebook, there was a video, a documentary about about the Viking raids on Scotland and England and I think Ireland, but mostly Scotland. The Viking raids, they used to raid monasteries and steal all the, the gold and everything from the Catholic Church. And
did you send me it then?
And they would kill. They would actually murder like innocent, unarmed people, monks. And they would take the females, the good-looking females, as slaves. They would cast them into slavery. The Vikings.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a little beer. Be right back.
Pillage and plunder. Well, I don't know how they're able to travel on the ocean in those boats. I mean, you gotta have a lot of guts to do that. You ever see that the guy that's on my guy that's on my friends list? He's from Ireland. He teaches stick fighting, and I always try to put his videos on the group, with the shillelagh, the Irish stick fighting, which is a martial art.
Sorry. Hello. There we go.
Oh, tired.
Pardon me, fucking hell.
So what do you got? What are you drinking? Another you drinking a Heineken?
Yeah.
Heineken. Okay.
James Bond.
So I mean, did he really take serious bribes, payoffs, Eric Adams? Was there any serious bribe allegations?
They have some kind of allegation that Turkey was funding his campaign.
Turkey?
Yeah, I don't know why it was Turkey.
Yeah, why would the government of Turkey want to fund Eric Adams' campaign?
I mean, that shit came out like a year ago. I asked Paul, I brought it up, and he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't seem to have anything to say. He's supposed to be this investigative journalist, but
No, that means he
stories.
Damn late.
He only investigates what he feels like investigating. He probably didn't know anything about it.
He didn't.
Well, what he should say, I honestly don't know anything about that. Like
my fucking light keeps going off. I'm sorry about that.
I don't know anything about it.
But yeah, apparently all these allegations sound like frivolous.
They're frivolous
bullshit that they just kind of like they were looking to get him on something. So they're trying to fuck him over because he was against the migrants and stuff.
Well, the problem is that the migrants are committing crimes.
And he's the mayor of the city, so it's like he's got to answer for this.
If the migrants weren't,
the dickhead Biden administration is like just letting in all these fucking migrants, sending them to New York City.
I mean, it would be a problem if the migrants were behaving themselves.
It's the same as the UK did, you know.
Oh, the UK is having a
Yeah, the
crime
UK,
problem with the migrants.
they were having huge riots, right? Not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit. Only the
Yeah,
migrants over there are Muslim. Which, honestly, a lot of the fault for that, it's the U.S.'s fault for going into these countries and
Because
destroying
the
them.
U.S. has got to stick its damn Pinocchio nose into everything.
I mean, all these stupid wars in Syria or Iraq, for example, that's where these refugees are coming from. And
Pinocchio
then they're just
nose.
going into Europe, and they're fucking up countries in Europe.
Yeah, just like mind your own damn business, you know. Like don't worry about what other countries are doing, you know. Just where there's enough to take care of in the United States. No, I have his link. I have the link to his particular. Well, he's not. I don't think he's on OBC anymore.
That's the one I was asking about.
No, he's on. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I still have it. If I still have it, I might have given it the axe. Yeah, he's got another. Oh man, let me see. He's got another. It's another station link. I had it on Messenger. I got rid of it. I get rid of it because there's too many damn advertisements on it. Ugh. Yeah. See if it. You know what it might be? It might be on his Facebook profile, Daryl. It's he's got a different. His radio station is on. He had a falling out with OBC. I think the falling out was they didn't like some of the things he was saying. I think. I don't know. Yeah, his conspiracies tend to be a little bit out there. Yeah, those ducks are really having marathon sex. I want to listen if you guys go on with him. Yeah, no, I'm gonna see. Do you have his profile, his Facebook profile? See if he's got it on there. It's not OBC that this station is on. Oops.
Oh, where'd Ronnie go?
Where Ronnie pulled an Eric Fraunfelter on us. He just like left in a nanosecond.
I think he was getting annoyed with the duck noises in the background, so he was getting a little embarrassed.
It was giving me a haircut, to be honest with you. It's like
I like that noise, to be honest. I want to know what exactly it is.
I don't know what it is. It was continuous.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard that before when he's been on. That's the first time I've heard that, I think.
Let me see, Daryl. Let me see if I can find it on his Facebook profile. Let's see.
That was funny.
Let me see. End times. Oh, he's showing a tornado and says it's the end times. Okay. You know, if it's gonna be if I'm gonna be on his show and I'm not gonna be able to get a word in edgewise, you know, it's like
I'll try and join. It'll be fun.
yeah, I mean, I'll go on just for the hell of it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the link. He's got a lot of comedy about different things, political. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it.
You got it. You got it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I've won. That's a Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob.
Yeah, that was well, it's Popeye, combination of Popeye and Long John Silver.
That's cool.
Miss Eugene Krabs. Remember when he calls his cash register Cashy? Oh, my little Cashy. Something happened to my Cashy.
Fun fact: that was the guy who done the voice for Mr. Krabs is Clancy Brown, and he's a good actor. He was in Pet Sematary.
Really? Clancy Brown?
Clancy Brown. Yeah, look it up. Pet Sematary 2.
Pet Cemetery.
The second Pet Sematary he was in.
This fucking thing.
He's an evil bastard in it, by the way. He fucking chops a fucking kid's head off with a motorbike. I'm just fucking with you. Vroom.
Oh no, that's not it. What's going on here? It's not. That's not it. That's not it. That's the stream to. Oh yeah. That's the stream to come on the show. What's going on here?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Forward. How am I gonna forward? I wanna copy it. You see, I wanna copy it. And then I wanna copy it. I wanna paste it here. That's all, folks. Oh, here we go. All right. I know it's a long link. I hate long links. I always like to try to shorten my links. Anyway, see if that's it. I think that's the station, Daryl.
That is a long ass link.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I'll send it to the caveman. Not the caveman, but the caveman. Caveman. Hey, you could be the caveman.
Awesome.
Or you could be the Doctor of Desire.
Ooh, I like that one. Doctor of Desire.
The Doctor of Desire.
I like that one. That would be a good song. That's a song name. There's a song in that somewhere. The Doctor of Desire. That's a song.
Doctor of Desire. Hey, wait a minute.
About a sexy nurse that rejuvenates you when you're horny.
You know, it'd be good if you can get a prop, like if you can get a white coat, like what doctors wear, or pharmacists, or those people at the shopping mall that try to sell you bullshit. You know, one of those white jackets, and then you can be like the Doctor of Desire, Jordy K.
I don't think I've got a white anything like that. Most of my clothes are black.
Yeah, all right, forget about the white coat. So you're the doctor. You're the Doctor of Desire. You have a red one. You have one with hearts. You have one with hearts all over it. Yeah, Daryl, I think that's it. I think that's the link. Oh boy, if you see a picture of him with a guitar in his hands, that should be it. The Doctor of Desire. All right. All right. Well, I think he. I have a
Be a Hawaiian
feeling.
doctor.
I have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
feeling Ronnie just decided to leave without saying goodnight. He's gone, and
There we go. There we
oh,
go.
look at that, Beavis. I am a great cornholio, the great cornholio.
And I've got my Hawaiian shirt on. Fuck it.
The Hawaiian shirt. That's really nice. I like the hat.
Yeah, this is a new hat.
It looks like it's got Native American design of some sort.
Hold on. There we go.
Native American Indian design, or
It's DGINS.
oh,
DGINNS. It's a German brand. It's a hipster brand.
Oh.
It's all about music and street, like skating and shit like that. Skaters. It's a
So
skater brand.
you got your LED lights on in the background, huh?
Yep.
How's your dome? How's your dome like doing your what do you call that again? Patio light?
Patio light, yeah. Little Haggis just took it.
So you can put it on any color, and then you could put it on where it changes, right? It goes from blue to green to red, yellow, this and
There
that.
we go. Yep. There it is.
Yeah. Well, too bad it wasn't like directly behind you, but
Yeah, that would be better. Those poor lights are dying though. I've had them for like 2 years and they're slowly dying.
you mean those LEDs are fading on you?
Yep.
They're not supposed to do that.
Oh.
Why, you gotta throw it in the wash?
No, it smells like perfume. I remember the last time I fucking wore this, some chick in the club stole it. It still smells of our perfume.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, a chick in the club like took it?
Yeah.
You
For
mean
some random reason, she wanted to take a selfie with my Hawaiian shirt, so she took it off me. And
Oh,
it actually smells like her. That's crazy. That was like a year ago, 2 years ago.
so she wanted to give it take a selfie. Well, if she had big breasts, she would have stretched it out of shape.
I said to her, if you want to take a selfie with my Hawaiian shirt, then all I'm going to ask for is a wee kiss, and she did. So I gave her it.
Oh, did you ask her if she would want to take a selfie naked wearing the Hawaiian shirt?
No, I wish I did though. I didn't even get her number. It was just a wee quick thing.
Oh,
And
was it?
it smells like her. It's Lady Million, I think.
Oh, what was this like? This
Yeah,
was
it's
like
weird.
a local sports bar or nightclub or
This was in Firewater. It's a nightclub / bar in Glasgow.
oh, Firewater. So they had a DJ?
Firewater. Yeah. They have a DJ there. Yeah, there's a DJ usually there every Friday and Saturday.
Oh.
If you look up Firewater, it's in Sucky Hall Street in Glasgow.
That's cool. So it's a popular nightclub with a DJ and a dance floor.
Yep.
And a bar.
Hopefully, I'll be DJing there soon. Hopefully.
Yeah. The girls in Scotland like to dance. Do they go on a dance floor?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like to boogie as well sometimes, but I'm not the best. Oh, pardon me. Fucking
Do like a male go-go, like shake your ass, Like remember, there was this song, "Sexy motherfucker shaking that ass, shaking that ass, shaking that ass." Sexy motherfuckers shaking that ass.
Shaking that ass.
Yeah,
Shaking that
I'm
ass.
trying to think of who sang that. Sexy.
Fat Boy
Huh?
Slim. Fat Boy Slim.
Fat Boys. It's called "Sexy Motherfucker."
Oh wait, sexy motherfucker. I don't
Sexy
know.
motherfucker. Or you can play "I'm too sexy for this shirt." Too sexy for this shirt.
For my shirt.
Too sexy, it hurts. I am the man You know what I mean? On the catwalk, I'm on the catwalk, on the catwalk.
Yeah, I remember that song. Jesus.
On the catwalk.
Fuck. That's like strip club music, isn't it? Jesus, the last time I was at a strip club was what, 5 years ago? Wow. You ever been to a strip club?
You know what? It's too bad we can't play music videos and not get in trouble for it, with the copyright. You imagine how much fun we would have playing like music videos.
James, it would be brilliant. Yes.
Can't even,
YouTube is stubborn.
I can't even play like 30 seconds into one music video.
Because the YouTube police are very, very.
Oh, Prince sang that song. Daryl says, sexy motherfucker.
Purple Rain.
No, not Purple Rain.
That's the only song I can think of by him.
Yeah, he looked very girly, Prince, didn't he? He looked very girly, a lot of eye makeup.
Yeah, he was feminine.
He's very feminine. You're right. Very feminine. Very talented, but feminine.
That's right. The 80s. The 80s were quite. The 80s was full of that kind of stuff,
Yeah. Oh, you mean like David Bowie and what's his name? Billy Idol. Remember
Billy Idol? Yeah. I mean, those guys were all. Those guys were bisexual and they didn't care, so they were. There's a massive gay scene in fucking the 80s, all that shit.
Yeah.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood comes to mind.
Yeah.
Pet Shop Boys, brilliant music. Brilliant music.
In my car. Remember that song? Here in my car. That was Newman or something.
Gary Newman.
Here in my car. Da, 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 in cars. Da, 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 da.
I prefer Our Friends Electric myself. That's a good song by him.
Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears is
They're German group, aren't they? Tears for Fears, very good. Shout.
They were supposed to do a James Bond song. There's a song called Mother's Talk by Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
And they made that for James. They made that for License to Kill, I think it was. Was it License to Kill or was it The Living Daylights? It was one of those two anyway. If you look up Tears for Fears, Mother's Talk, that was supposed to be a James Bond song, but the Bond producers declined it, so they just released it as a single instead. So
Daryl says there was an app called Haps. It shut down a couple years ago. It says we used to play music videos, movies, and TV shows.
That sounds fucking fun.
So you could freely, you could play it for your own listening enjoyment, but you couldn't like play it on a live stream show because then YouTube will step in. Yeah.
The YouTube police have a stick up their arse.
Yeah, you know what?
YouTube police.
They don't, because they want a piece of the action. So in other words, if you're just playing a song for you and your friends to listen to, just the fact that you're playing it, somebody has to be making money off that. They talk about fucking greed.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I'm a musician. I make music. I don't care if anyone plays my songs on their live. In fact, I would like people to do that. I don't care if they're getting money for it.
You know what? I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine, he's a performing artist. He does creative mime with magical lights. He does creative dance and everything. Anyway, we were going to this nightclub called Club Cubanelle. and it was pretty good. And I couldn't I couldn't put any of the filming I did of him in the dance club on YouTube. So I was forced to put them on in an album on Google Photos. But I have a link. I have a link to it where you could see every single time I went to this club, I filmed him performing, and a lot of great music from the 80s. A lot of great dance music from the 80s. Because the DJ played oldies. So
James, send me it then. Send me it.
I'll send it to you. Actually, I could put.
Wait.
Could I put it on that music group?
Yes, of course you can. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll put it and I'll write underneath, in care of Jordy Kidamont. This is my friend Ken Create. His name is Ken Create.
Okay.
And this is the performance at Club Cubanelle. And then you go, I'm telling you, it's like a lot of footage.
James, that's the point of Music Mix Up. You post what you want. If you've got friends who make music, then I'm all for it, buddy. Definitely. You don't even need to ask, dude. Post away. Post away.
Post away. Yeah, somebody liked my post from that group. Let me get caught up with it. For the public, it was wild. Oh yeah.
Wild.
Did you ever broadcast on the Stick'em platform years ago, James? We live stream music on there too. No, I'm not familiar with the Stick'em platform. Stick'em. I think Zuckerberg should stick 'em.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, sucker douche.
Sucker Dickerberg.
Yeah, like Ronnie Simpson. His ducks were in a row.
Mark Zuckerberg isn't real. He's a fucking robot.
But if you Daryl and Jordy, if you like a lot of great 80s dance club music.
Yes, I do.
And even like 90s, 80s, 90s dance club music.
Yeah.
And a lot of great dancing. I'll put your name and Daryl's name under it, and you could watch all that. It's all in an album.
Wait a minute. Are you friends with my Uncle Dave on Facebook? I think you are.
I don't know. Somebody thanked me for posting something that I don't remember on the music group.
Was his name Dave and my second name?
It might have been. I think his last name was the same as yours.
Yes. That's my Uncle Dave, right? Didn't
you introduce me to him one time?
Yeah. Dave. Are you guys on Facebook then?
He was in your room at that time, and you introduced me to him. I think so. Your Uncle Dave.
I think so. Hold on. I want to check if you're actually friends with him.
Yeah, send me your email address in Messenger. Send it to me in Messenger. Yeah, that's him. I met him.
You can't fucking.
I met him online though, with you. He was with you at the time.
Yeah, we were in the pub. If I can, yeah.
Yeah, either send it to me on Messenger or send it to me on Instagram. There, whatever you choose.
You can't exactly see it because I've got my light on. I call it my UFO light because it looks like a UFO.
Yeah, I tell you that. How's the dome? Is it still working?
Little Haggis has took it. He doesn't want me to take it back. My wee brother.
Little Haggis took your dome light. Was that your brother?
Yeah, wee Haggis.
He doesn't want to give it back. Yeah, but that's yours. Yeah, I'll send it to you on Instagram. Yeah, are you on TikTok? Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Are you on TikTok, Jordy?
Yeah, but I never use it. I
You
never
never
use
use it. Yeah.
I do have TikTok, though. Yes, hold on. I'll get you my name. There.
Actually, let me send Daryl the.
It's Jordy K1196. See that?
Oh, 1196. Jordy K 1196. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
never used the damn thing though. Maybe I should because people are. There's a lot of crazy shit. Whoa! What the fuck?
What happened?
He said, "And we re so we got banned on op." Like, what?
Fuck off! Oh, you bastard! You what the fuck? You.
What happened?
What the fuck?
What happened? Somebody bit you? An animal bit you?
No, it was fucking jump scare. Some kind of stupid fucking Japanese women with a fucking weird mask on and gave me a fright there.
Oh, you got Japanese women coming to your apartment?
I like Japanese women, but she was a scary bitch. It was some kind of horror thing. It was like a jump scare. Fucking
But they tell you you have to turn Japanese. You really think so?
Turning Japanese, turning Japanese.
I really think so. No, why no women? Japanese, because I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Turning Japanese. Let's see. I'm trying to find the albums archive. Why don't they just put the word album? What? Screenshots, videos. What the hell's going on here, man? Gotta make everything complicated. Oh, here we go. Albums. Japanese, because I'm turning Japanese.
Turning Japanese.
I really don't like that.
James, do I drink the Stella?
Stella, I've had that.
Or do I
like
drink the Funky Can? Should I drink the Stella or the Funky Can?
What exactly is the funky? It says fruit punch. What? Fruit punch tropical pale ale?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. Just close your eyes and you know what? Drink the fruit punch. So you got a glass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, fuck it. Hold on. I'll get a glass.
Turn Japanese because I'm turning Japanese. So, you know, turning Japanese because I'm turning Japanese. Oh. Is this it? No, this is not it. Oh, here we go. Share. Allow. Oh, finally. Gee, willikers.
What's the matter?
I finally found the share button so I could share it on Instagram to
Squeezy fruit punch.
Daryl Messiahs.
Jesus. 14.5%.
What?
No, I'm joking.
14.5%.
No, I'm joking. It's only 4%. I wanted to see your reaction there. No, it's only 4. It's 4%.
Yeah. All right, let me put it on the world of music here. I already sent it to Daryl. The wild world of music. That fuck is this?
Anybody out there who wants to post music?
I think Zuckerberg's fucking with me, man. I think he's fucking with me, man. Here we go. Music mix up. Got it.
Music
Okay.
mix up. Yeah. Music mix up.
Tiny Japanese, I would think so.
Turn Japanese.
Okay, I'm gonna put Jordy's name. Jordy's name.
That's
Put
my name.
can create performing at Club Cubanel.
Dave might actually like it.
You know what the most retarded thing is? I think that was ever invented by a computer programmer has to be voice to text. I mean, they must have been dropped on their head when they were babies. I mean, look, it can't even spell can. It's spelled can create. I didn't say can't create. I said can create. Some on my beach.
What the fuck is going on with his beer?
Okay, it's there. All right. So Daryl's got it. Jordy's got it.
What is going on with that?
That was a job.
What the fuck is going on with this beer?
That was a job.
This is so strange.
Here we go. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Was that okay that I sent it to you on Instagram, or should I still send it to your?
Yeah, send it on the music mix-up.
No, I did that already. I did that already.
The king of creativity can create.
King of creativity.
I'll love that now, and then I'll listen to it
See
later.
how stupid this? I clicked on his Gmail, and I have Gmail myself. That's my default email, and it's asking me to create an account. I had a Gmail account for 1,000 years. What do I got to create one for? Unbelievable.
Yeah. James, that is my style of music. Disco, 80s disco music. That's what my music is inspired from. High energy.
High energy. Well, Daryl's email is very easy. It's very easy, and I appreciate him creating a simplistic email address, and not some long freaking email address. Like you know who likes to create long email addresses and account names is chicks.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason they do that.
They can't do something simplified.
Women are a mystery. God's gift, but they are a mystery.
There we go. All right. I'll email it to him also. I'll just put can create performs at Club Cubanel. Again.
Everyone, this is my music group page on Facebook, everyone. If you guys want to join up, it's called Music Mix Up. You can post any tune you like to. And if you make your own music, then post it there. Any tunes you like, any songs you like, you can post away.
Any tune, Heart Desires. So what we talking about? We're talking about the Doctor of Desire.
Music Mix Up. Hold on.
No, I think that I enjoy listening to your new techno videos. I really get a kick out of it. And they're all good. Yeah, let me see if I got the right. Yeah, Daryl's got a simplistic email like me, but girls, they gotta have a long, fucking dragged out email, blah, blah, blah. And even their like TikTok account names have to be like long and dragged out. They really are a royal pain in the ass. You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean? Okay. All right, it's done. It's done, man. When Jordy comes back, I'm gonna call it a Saturday. Let's see. You got it? Let me know if you got it in the email. James, do you ever listen to Curtis Lewa late night radio show? He's got a syndicated late night radio show. You really? You hear it in California?
Radio show.
Really? A late night radio show? Curtis Lewa? Because I used to listen to him in the afternoon at a local New York City radio station. And he's quite entertaining. I mean, he's a funny guy. Really? So you think, what is he? He's streaming online now? On the web? Oh, WABC. Yeah, that's the station he was on for many years. He was on with his wife, Lisa Sliwa, who is now, they're divorced. She went back to her name, Lisa Evers, and she's a news anchor on one of the local New York stations. From midnight to 6 a.m., the graveyard shift. WABC. WABC Talk Radio. They specialize in talk radio. That's the station Rush Limbaugh was on when he was alive. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh, WABC Talk Radio. There was a guy named Bob Grant, but he passed away. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. Maybe I can listen on my phone. Oh, he's got a new wife now. And he's got the poor girl up doing a graveyard shift with him. Oh, Sunday nights. There used to be a radio show from, I think, Las Vegas that talked about UFOs and everything. That was on late at night. I know there was there's a great local jazz station from out of this area. I like jazz music. You like jazz music, Jordy?
Yeah, I like a wee bit of jazz. That beer kind of messed up. I think there was still dust in this glass or something. I forgot to clean it out, so it's a little messed.
That looks good. That looks like a fruit smoothie. It looks like a fruit smoothie. It looks like a fermented lemonade or some kind.
Pineapples.
Lemon
And
chiffon.
mango.
You smell pineapple?
Mango and pineapples.
You know, it'd be cool if you did in one of your techno music videos, if I played my African drum.
Do it and send me it, and I can work that into a track.
And you can like, could you like put me? Could you like using AI? Could you like kind of like put me in the video hitting the drum or just the sound?
I can make it a music video and make you do that.
No, I want other things to be going on in the music video. You know, I want to hear you. I want to hear the girl going, "Ooh, baby, ooh,
baby." give me a little love, yeah.
Yeah, Art Bell. Yeah, I know Art Bell. Yeah, I played with a jazz band a few times with my African djembe.
That's a bit of beer.
Yeah, live jazz on the weekends. Yeah, small restaurant, 1998, 2002.
2002. There we are. Stella Artois, Unfiltered.
Oh, you drink them both?
I'm not sure I like that one. It's a wee bit too fucking.
I gotta ask, Daryl. You might know about this. Okay, speaking of jazz, the brass instrument, the trumpet, right? There's 3 buttons.
Yeah.
How does the sound? How is the sound created? Is it created mostly with the mouth, or
Vibrations.
is it all with the 3 buttons?
Both. It's all about vibrations from your. You know, I can't explain it.
No, you're doing a trombone. You're going like this. No, there's three buttons. There's only 3 buttons on a trumpet.
On the trumpet.
Okay, right? So I'm wondering if most of the sound is coming from the mouth. Like I can do a jazz number. Like,
circus. Can you do that one? Do the circus song.
I can do Guadalajara. I can do Zorba the Greek. I want Slovakia. I want a lamb gyro.
Yellow Rosa, Texas.
I want some spinach pie. All right. Anyway, let me know when you're gonna put together your new song. Anyway, check out.
I didn't send you the lyrics to my new tune yet, did I? Hold on. There we are. Or did I? No, I didn't.
Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. What's that?
Sent you on Facebook. That's the lyrics to my new tune.
Oh,
it's the way I was feeling. You know, I've lost some friends in the past month. Like
You mean they died?
No, they didn't die. No, but basically, they were negative assholes. So I got out of my life. You know,
So they were toxic. They were toxic people.
Yes, and goodbye to them. Goodbye to them. You know.
Well, you did the right thing. I listen. I've learned that you have to detach from the toxic people in your life before they bring you down to their, into the abyss or the quicksand or whatever you want to call it.
Into their level, down in the pit where they are. I don't want to be in the pit where they are.
You don't want to be in the pit. No,
I don't want to be in the pit.
So you gotta end. You gotta end. Look at Daryl. He put. Oh, the trumpet. Yeah, he made a little trumpet.
So I'm guessing you've been through that shit as well, James, with friends.
I mean, if the sound is made mostly from the mouth and the diaphragm, I noticed there's only 3 buttons. So as opposed to, let's say, a saxophone or clarinet, which has like many buttons. Guitar takes too long for me to master. Guitar is it seems very complicated, but it's the king.
Can you play piano?
The guitar is the king. I
Guitar.
think it's the king of instruments. I mean, if you're really that good, if you're like a Jimi Hendrix or something, my man, you'll have like a thousand girls waiting in a line. I mean, seriously, but I know the trumpet's got 3 buttons.
I think the clarinet has 6.
6. Yeah, and saxophone's pretty popular in jazz bands. But anyway, I'll just stick to the percussion.
I can play the piano a little bit. I know some tunes on the piano.
Oh, if you could play the piano, do you have any keyboard experience?
Mm-hmm. In music college, yeah.
Keyboard.
We had to remake a certain tune that we liked, and we had to try and do it good. So I chose the James Bond theme, and I know how to do it.
You know what keyboard sound I love is the Doors. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Oh right, yeah.
The keyboard on that, and also Question. It's a group from the '60s called Question Mark and the Mysterians. It's called 96 Tears. I'm gonna cry, 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 cry. 96 tears. 96 but the keyboard action is like, it sounds really nice. Yeah, Daryl knows those songs.
You should listen to Stevie Ray.
Born to be Wild, Steppenwolf.
Born to be wild.
Born to be wild. American Woman, stay away from me. American
Woman.
Yeah.
Play that funky music, white boy. Play that fucking music right.
I remember, what was great music? I used to like old house music from 1980s.
Me too.
Planet Rock, African Bombata, Planet Rock, Play at Your Own Risk, Snap.
Snap. Rhythm is a dancer.
What is that song? Don't Believe the Hype. It's a sequel.
Don't believe. Oh, that rings a bell.
Don't Believe the Hype. It's a sequel. Yeah, all great songs. That you don't have today.
808 State. Do you know who they are? 808 State. Scottish House. Scottish House band from the 80s. They do a song called "In Your Face."
In Your Face. I guess if I heard it, I probably would recognize it.
I'll send you it.
All right, my friend. It's been wonderful as always. I'm gonna take me vitamins and drink me protein shake. Phase 2 of me vitamins. I got phase 1 at 3 p.m. and phase 2 whenever.
That's good that you're taking vitamins. Keep taking them.
I'm using organic hemp protein mixed with the soy protein and brewer's yeast. What else?
Yeast is full of vitamins.
Yes, yeast is loaded with vitamins, especially bees. What the heck is that other shit?
James, you make like Marmite then. That's what I have Marmite all the time. It's a yeast extract.
Oh yeah, you showed it to me. It's in a jar.
Yes, lovely. I love it.
Yeah, it's what is that shit? A frozen banana. I put frozen banana in a smoothie. You could do frozen anything, really. You could put frozen berries.
James, do you like tomato juice? Tomato juice with lemon. That's really good for you. No, no.
You mean for a protein shake, tomato juice?
No, just as a vitamin drink.
Oh, you're talking about like a bloody. You're talking about Bloody Mary with vodka.
Yeah.
It's,
tomato juice on its own is actually really good for you. Fucking itchy eye. There we go.
Well, tomato juice and lemon, you said, and if you have a good juice extractor, okay. When I used to I had a juice extractor, but it was a cheap one, and I would put celery, juice celery. I would juice carrot. I would juice some cabbage, and sometimes I juice sweet potato. Sometimes, and then I put like a clove of garlic in there. Yeah, and if you want, you can put a little piece of ginger root. You can juice a little, especially if you have a cold.
Ginger is good for that, yeah.
You know what's good? The best natural cough syrup is pineapple. Excuse me, pineapple juice. Pineapple juice. And you put a piece of ginger in there and a clove of garlic. It'll straighten you right out.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Honey is good for your throat as well. If you've got a sore throat, honey can be good for that.
Yeah, you know what I got? My brother-in-law gave me this real expensive jar of honey. It's called Manuka honey from New Zealand.
Ooh, okay.
Manuka, it's expensive though, but you know he has connections. He gets anything.
Connections.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I get you anything you need. You hear me? I get you what you need.
Don't worry about it. See,
that always loosens up my sinus congestion when I do that. Don't worry. If it fell off the back of a truck, so what? So what if it did that?
Brilliant, mate. Don't worry.
Give me a little love. Give me a little love. All right. Listen, we're gonna have fun with your next project and Doctor of Desire.
That's coming out.
And make sure you get that sexy AI female that goes.
I will. Ooh, ooh. If you listen, see, Give Me a Little Love. If you listen right at the end, she goes, "Ooh," and then there's a little voice that says, "Jordy." Right at the end.
That means she had orgasm.
Yeah.
What about the ducks? What about Ronnie's ducks?
I'm putting Ronnie's ducks in there as well. There's going to be a project. This is a new project in the making. Ronnie's ducks, your whistle, and the
well, no. If I do the drum, it's gonna be serious. You know, I'm not gonna be funny.
No, serious.
When it comes to professionalism, I'm dead serious.
I'm just excited. This is just me being excited about it.
Yeah, we're joking around, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
no, we'll do it. We'll do it. That will happen, dude. Honestly.
But you know what aggravated me when we had a panel of people, and I wanted to play your new music video. Nobody was paying attention. It's like they didn't care. They were like yapping in the background, like they didn't even show any respect for your music video.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm glad you played it though. It's cool. Like if you want to use my music in the background when people are talking as well, that's fine. You know.
Well, you know what? I like to use it. I could use it as a theme. like opening theme. I can do that.
Yeah, use it if you want, mate.
I could do intermission with Jordy K's music, like intermission when intermission when the tarot card reading is over.
Oh.
And play your song, your music until the panelists start to show up.
Where is he tonight? He's not here.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. That'd be like a halfway show on the Super Bowl. Halftime. I'm sorry, they call that a halftime show.
Yeah, I'm up for that, dude. Awesome.
Yeah. All right, Chief. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night's sleep.
Peace, love, happiness, dude.
Yes,
Take
sir.
it easy.
All right. Good night, Daryl. Well, I'll be on cyberspace. I'll be Daryl Messias. I'll talk to you. Thank you, Bart Robinson. Thank you, Mr. Masumi. Thank you.
Cheers, chat.
Ronnie Simpson. Thank you, Rock and Paul Imantia. Thank you,